I'm in a dark room this time. Because I didn't feel like turning the light on. But we are live now. We're live. Oh, I should launch Lurk Bait. Quick before
So maybe
that
don't
one
say
guy
slurs.
gets in here.
Wait, so who is here? Because I thought Mord was gone.
Mord's back.
No, I just got back.
Oh, you just got back,
Ridge
okay.
is gone. You're here.
Vigil's dead.
Vigil's dead. Oh,
Oh, you are in a dark room.
yeah, I am.
I unmuted you and I heard,
Is it too dark?
No, it's perfect.
No, your
If it's
fucking
the
screen is
atmosphere, nice.
lighting up the room.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, my new monitor is a lot brighter than my old one. What does it
Brother
look
is
like if I
radiant.
literally turn this one off? Oh.
That low-key
darkness.
fits the aesthetic.
Alright, now I turn this one back on.
The all-seeing light. What the fuck?
You need to get a like a fake lab coat or an lens or something.
Yeah. Do you want to pick up with the first one, Mord?
Okay, I am.
I mean, it looks like a big piece of paper.
Oh hell yeah.
You love a piece of paper, right?
Yeah, they taste pretty good.
You can take this one.
Alright then.
I'm gonna go ahead and move. Oh, wait, what? If I move OBS over to the other one, is that gonna cancel out the brightness? It kind of is, but I think it's good enough. There we go.
Should we put on music like we did the one time?
Yeah.
We forgot
can't
last
hear?
time.
What do you mean you can't hear? Mord, say something?
She lost her hearing.
Okay,
Booga
I think
booga.
that's unrelated to our current predicament. I think she just can't hear. Because everything's showing fine on my end. Like,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, no idea.
I think that's just her.
You should point at the camera and say "you" and like mouth your lips well so that she can tell.
Hopefully she knows that's for her.
I'm spilling popcorn.
Not creepy nuts.
No.
Creepy nuts.
We'll die.
Soap. I don't want a playlist. I just want like a one. Oh, here's the same one. Do we use the same one or?
No. Didn't someone find the one of the tracks that people used a lot back in the day?
I think we did play that one on loop for a bit during the last, well, the first stream.
No, we played specifically the one you picked several times.
No, I think we put the other one on loop and let it play.
Is Iron Man WS
Yeah, I think we
coming?
did at the very end.
What about Iron Man? Huh?
Look at your shorts, your first short. What is WS?
Oh, that's
Iron Man W's is an upcoming update to Hypixel.
Oh,
that
Iron
we
Man
haven't
W's,
heard much
okay.
about since the 2024 recap. With the recent news that
Ah.
Stranded is going to be receiving an end-of-life update.
That's the true horror sound effect.
Yeah, we do need spooky cringe music. Anyways.
Mind, I love that message from Week Creepin. Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
Item number SCP-033. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-33 should be inscribed on a single sheet of irregularly shaped and handcrafted paper, papyrus, canvas, or vellum when not involved in active observation or study. The dimensions of the paper-like product should have no parallel borders, no right angles, and no sides length should be equal to any others. SCP-33 is a safe dimensions. When contained in this manner, the paper-like product should be secured in a locked, non-combination storage vault at least 30 meters from any computing or recording device. Logs for checkout or check-in of SCP-33 should be filled out at the minimum safe distance of 30 meters to avoid possible contamination of the paper product or electronic device the log is kept in. When removed for study, SCP-33 can be copied to a white/chalkboard with SCP-33 safe dimensions by Class D staff. Upon transfer to the white/chalkboard, the paper-like product that had contained SCP-33 should be incinerated. Observation study should take place in a secured conference room at least 30 meters from any computing or recording device, maximum 2,562nd viewing window. All observations or notes should be made on SCP-33 safe materials. Under no circumstances should any notes regarding SCP-33 leave the storage facility or be input into a computing or recording device. At precisely 2,000 seconds of viewing, research must stop and SCP-33 should be transferred to a new SCP-33 safe paper-like product and returned to storage by Class D staff. The white/chalkboard utilized in research must be incinerated as soon as possible after the transfer is complete, regardless of whether SCP-33 has faded naturally from its surface at 2,560 seconds. Whether 33 safe procedures halt or merely slow the deleterious effects of SCP-33 is unknown. It is theorized the irregular borders and handcrafting by mathematically unpredictable humans somehow disrupt the logic which allows SCP-33 to function. Description: SCP-33 appears to be a field of complex mathematical symbols ranging from simple layman identifiable representations to those only interpretable by highly trained mathematicians. The sum of the symbols is equal to a previously unknown integer, designated theta prime by Professor Hutchinson, of indeterminate value between redacted and redacted.
Hold up, before we continue, your mic sounds a little off, like more muffled than usual.
Yeah, you're like, it sounds like,
Better?
You'll need to read a bit more before I can say if it's better or not.
That's fair.
There is an ad break right now, though, just a warning.
Okay, description: SCP-33 appears in a field of complex mathematical... Okay, how's that?
Better? Good, except you're reading it kind of quiet. But I think
that's
those
fair. I was just trying to make sure it came through clear.
I guess we can wait for a minute until the ad break is mostly over.
so true.
See why people don't read the shit on Twitch. There's no ad break for me, so...
Yeah, no, me neither.
Yeah, it's just saying that there is, so...
Oh shit, I'm subbed. Oh.
I'm not, so... Get that.
Okay, you go ahead and keep reading. I don't know, Twitch is weird.
Fuck it, the hell with it. Description: SCP-33 appears in a field of complex mathematical symbols ranging from simple layman identifiable representations... Wait, no, I read that one already. God damn it.
Does it still sound messy?
She kind of does, yeah. It sounds like there's like a priority speaker and somebody else is talking, but nobody else is talking. It's like you're kind of just like a little muffled. I don't know.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna unplug and replug it. My headset won't be long.
Did you just hear me swallow?
Maybe.
I'm turning noise suppression on.
Coward.
I know.
Okay, is this any better?
Speak a sentence.
SCP-33 appears as a field of complex mathematical symbols ranging from simple layman identifiable... Okay, cool. Fantastic. We good?
Good enough.
Whatever. As all modern mathematical calculations are performed lacking the knowledge or use of SCP-33, its introduction into any system organized without it begins eroding the numerical and eventual structural integrity of said system. This effect extends to SCP-33's transfer to any paper-like, defined as paper, vellum, papyrus, canvas, surface not possessing SCP-33 safe dimensions or any.
Okay, hold on. It's
Okay.
just like you'll just go quiet in like in like a word or two, and then it'll pick back up.
Ah, fucking hell.
Like it's just throwing us off a lot. Well, at least me.
Where's my cord is going?
It might be your internet.
It should be. My internet's. Well, hang on. Pages. I'll swear for. Just in case. Okay. Going to resume, and this effect extends to SCP-33's transfer to any paper-like, defined as paper, vellum, papyrus, canvas, surface, not possessing 33 safe dimensions or any computing or recording device it is in.
It might have gotten worse.
I swear to God.
There's not much I could. I'm sorry. All right.
No, it's not your fault. It's just really frustrating that it's been
Yeah, like
apparently fine.
usually you got like you're super clear, but this is kind of just not quite there.
God.
Technical difficulties, chat. Apologies.
Yeah, it wasn't a problem before. I don't know why it's a problem now.
What's the problem?
Go to hell.
Mort is having mic issues at the moment.
Oh
Can you
man.
check what mic Discord is using? Make sure it's the right one.
Yes, it's the right one. I've been doing that. I hate Discord. I hate Discord so goddamn much. Why is this the only application that we have for voice chat?
Swap to TeamSpeak.
Absolutely not.
Skype got shut down, didn't it?
I think.
I assume so. Considering they didn't do anything with them. Okay, let's try this again. If inscribed on any other material, SCP-33 fades into unintelligibility in precisely 2,560 seconds. How was that? Did it still dip out like usual?
I think it's a little bit clearer, but it's still not the same as usual. Also, I'm just gonna say it. I have no fucking idea what this SCP is. None of this means anything to me.
It's like an idea. I don't know.
I mean, most of these are ideas, if you think about it.
Yeah, but like, it's not a tangible object, is what I'm saying.
That's stupid. You're stupid.
It just corrodes things, I guess.
Okay. In addition, SCP-33 has shown an ability to leap from a SCP-30 safe material to a manufactured or electronic material, which it can destabilize in at least one instance. What? Huh? I feel like I had a stroke reading that. Was that just me?
I don't fucking understand what's going on with this thing. Like this
Okay,
SCP.
so it's like not an algorithm. It's like a mathematical formula that infects other like methods of storing information, be it paper or like computers and shit.
And then corrupts them. And
Yeah.
like, destabilizes them,
Oh.
I guess. When it says structural integrity, I think it means like it breaks down the atoms and shit, but
Yeah. Okay. Instance report is 33-D. Okay, no, that was all the same sentence. I'm gonna have to start that one again. I apologize, folks.
I have no idea what you're even reading right now.
Second to top paragraph. Sorry.
Yeah. In addition, SCP-33 has shown an ability to leap from a 33 safe material to a manufactured or electronic material which it can destabilize in at least one instant. Incident report 33D, requiring the institution of a 30-meter safe distance for electronic devices and paper-like products without 33 safe dimension. There is currently no 33 safe specification for electronic storage. Protected operational research projects involving SCP-33 are dedicated to finding a method for electronic storage. Protected operational research projects are dedicated to the application of SCP-33 as a neutralizing factor for potentially hostile machine logic-based SCP objects. Clarifying commentary from Professor Hutchinson follows for non-specialist staff and documentation 33A. Effects may be reviewed in document 33-Q. Okay. Well, this is a little less fucking technobabble.
Yeah, I don't like technobabble.
Or not
Whatever the fuck this is.
jargon. Yeah.
Do you want the light back off, WeFit? I just turned it on and oh, my immersion. Oh no.
I assume nothing has changed regarding my mic quality.
No.
Not really, no.
Fuck it, fine.
Time to switch to phone mic.
I'll kill you where you stand. Anyways, document 33A. Debriefing of Professor Hutchinson after first observation. Transcript edited for clarity. Every school child knows that 2 plus 2 is 4. The solid mathematical certainty of numerical order and value is the basis for all logic-based systems. We know that after 2 comes 3, and after 3 comes 4. What this formula proves is that we missed a number somewhere. Imagine if all our technology was based on the belief that 4 came after 6. We simply didn't know or conceive of 5. That is, in essence, what this formula proves. We missed a number. I can't tell you why the handcrafted envelope works best. I can only surmise that it displaces mathematical predictability in 2 ways. 1, the irregularity of the crafting process due to human error serves to eliminate any traces of regularity that would be found in a machine-created product. 2, the irregular borders seem to confuse it, as if it gets locked up looking for a pattern to identify and use as an escape hatch. I'll tell you this, though. I don't think it should be left on anything longer than a few days. It will find a pattern eventually. Please scroll down.
Oh, sorry.
Felix.
I couldn't hear you when you said scroll down. I heard
Okay.
something.
Okay, fine. Fuck it. I don't think it destroys anything. I think it tries integrating itself into our system, and our systems can't hold it. It's like it's trying to cram another book into a full bookshelf. If you get a hammer, you can get in there, but the whole shelf bursts eventually. If it gets out into the internet, we will potentially experience a full IT infrastructure collapse within hours. Document 33Q. Test results. Trial 33 Delta 5.
Is he getting quieter?
No.
It's like he's droning out for me.
Heard the fucking music for a sec. Maybe that's got a part of it.
Also, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub.
Yes, thank you for the sub. Public games. Okay. SCP-33 inscribed onto a single sheet of standard 8.5 by 11 inch manufactured white copy paper. Here after X1. Okay, sheet. A second sheet of identical paper here after X2 placed 30 centimeters away. 80 seconds. Symbols consistent with the content of SCP-33 began appearing on X2. X1 unchanged. 160 seconds. Full content of SCP-33's formula paper on the surface of X2. X1 unchanged. 320 seconds. X1, X2 both appear wet. Symbols still visible. 640. X1 is now roughly 1 part, apparently, water and 5 parts pulp-like substance, still filling an 8.5 by 11 inch plane. Symbols become unintelligible. X2 still appears wet. Symbols visible. 1,280 seconds. X1 is no longer visible at all. Liquid parts appear to have evaporated. Pulp-like substance apparently sublimated. X2, now roughly 1 part liquid and 5 parts pulp-like substance, still filling an 8.5 by 11 inch flat plane. Symbols unintelligible. 2,560 seconds. X2 no longer visible at all. Liquid parts appear to have evaporated. Pulp-like substance apparently sublimated. Okay, so it literally destroys whatever it comes in contact with that can store information. Okay.
It tries to find a pattern in it and then it destroys it. And that's why the weird procedures work.
Yeah.
With all the the different length lines and stuff.
Huh. Okay.
Alright, I will say after that one I might have to not have Mord read anymore because that was really hard to understand when he was reading it. Like, not even, I don't mean like the SCP itself. The SCP itself was hard to understand, but I mean just your mic is still.
This is genuinely just a technical issue that I don't know how to fix.
Yeah,
So.
I know, but it's, I could not understand what you were saying most of the time there, which means most people probably can't.
I don't know. Can we get someone else to weigh in, please?
Yeah. Noel, you want to read some?
Not really.
I'm more at like chat.
I'm not a great reader.
Understand.
I mean, that's
Maybe I'll use
fine. We're
it.
just having fun. If you're not good at reading, that's no problem. If you still don't want to, though, that's fine.
I'll ease into it. You can do one. You can do one, and then
How long is
the
this
other
one?
This one is a bit longer, but it doesn't have
He
any
wants
like
to read like
side
the main
reports.
body of it. That's only like half. Get him used to it. If he wants to opt out there, then there's an excerpt underneath.
What if I want to eat my popcorn?
No.
I'll do the next one. I promise.
That's one that's really fucking long.
Next one is like a book.
35. Wait, 35. Isn't 35 well known? Isn't that the
shit,
fucking
is that
mask? I'm fucked. I'll do it. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, it's only got a few mentions of other SCPs, but it is a fair bit. Is it 35 well known? Fuck!
Damn it! It's like a
Okay.
damn pedal.
I'll read this one. Item number SCP-034. Object classed safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-34 is to be kept in a secure room with access granted only to level 4 personnel. SCP-34 itself will be kept in a locked case that is under 24-hour surveillance. When not in lab conditions, SCP-34's protective sheath cannot be removed under any circumstances. Any personnel in contact with SCP-34 must be placed under a 24-hour observation period until their identities can be confirmed. Description: SCP-34 is a primitive knife constructed out of pure obsidian. Tests reveal that SCP-34 is approximately 1,000 years old. Despite its crude method of construction and age, SCP-34 is still incredibly sharp and requires no maintenance to retain its edge. Expert analysis hypothesizes that SCP-34 may be of South American origin and that it may have been used in Native American rituals. Several accounts from both Spanish conquistadors exploring the region support this hypothesis, with detailed writings on how priests would flay their victims alive with similar knives and wear their skin as a tribute to their gods. SCP-34 has the ability to allow its bearer to take on the appearance of another individual. If SCP-34 is used to cut a piece of flesh from a living individual, and that piece of flesh is placed against the skin of another individual, the second individual would take on not only the appearance, but all physical characteristics of the first individual. Testing has shown that the minimum amount of skin required can be as little as 1 square centimeter. However, testing has also revealed that the amount of time the transformation lasts is directly proportional to the amount of flesh used. The ratio of time the transformation lasts to flesh used has been measured at approximately 1 hour for every square centimeter used. Once the time limit is passed, the affected individual will revert to their original form. Analysis of SCP-34's abilities shows that its method of mimicking another individual is nearly flawless. Not only does SCP-34 change its bearer's physical appearance, but their actual physical attributes as well, including height, weight, muscle mass, bone density, hair growth, eyesight, strength, physical, medical conditions, and even DNA. The only physical traits that are not carried over in the transformation process are wounds caused by SCP-34 itself. Subjects still retain their original personality and memories while transformed, even though the process is nearly instantaneous, taking only a few seconds. Human test subjects have described the transformation process as extremely painful. Subjects also may suffer psychological trauma depending on the extent of their physical transformation. Side effects are especially serious if the subject takes on the appearance of a person with a differing gender or with wildly different physical attributes. However, in order to function properly, the individuals who have their flesh cut off by SCP-34 must still be biologically alive to maintain the transformation. Should the individual whose identity has been stolen expire, the effect immediately wears off. Further details may be found in Lab Report 034-A. Also, SCP-34 appears to work on human subjects. Only work on human subjects, my bad. Cross-species experiments with SCP-34 have resulted in data expunged. SCP-34 came into Foundation possession when an imposter disguised as Doctor attempted to infiltrate Site Number. The imposter was apprehended when authorities discovered the real Doctor tied up in his home with a large portion of his right arm skinned. Further details may be found in Post-Interrogation Report 2211. It's always a... What do I want to say for
Always
this? Is it
every time.
2211?
2211.
2211? That also works. It's always... Ugh. Lab Report 34-A. We've decided to test several scenarios dealing with the limits of SCP-34's capabilities. Test
Real
1.
quick.
Sample... Oh, what?
Can I read out test 1 just to see if
Yeah, go ahead.
try to do a couple other things? I want to just see if I can read again.
That's fair.
Test 1. Sample taken from deceased human cadaver and applied to subject D452. There is no observable effect.
It's better. But there were still like 2
Okay.
dropouts in there.
Yeah.
But like
Like,
overall audible.
Where did it dip out?
Right at the end, you started to get a little bit quieter, and
Like
then
this
I
one.
think around cadaver, you
Yeah.
cut out a little bit. But I think that was internet issues, not your mic issues.
We'll see how it goes after a
Do you
couple.
want to try test 2 as well?
Sure. Test 2. Sample taken from D532 and applied to D452. D52 successfully mimics D532's appearance. Upon termination of D532, D452 immediately reverts back to original form.
That was a lot better.
Okay, cool, great,
Alright,
fantastic.
could I
even.
ask you to read WeFit's message in chat, please?
I'm going to skin you alive, WeFit.
Prefers
SCP
to be addressed as
SCP 2020, Leamsbury's Mike. SCP 2020 was found on July 25th in Sin Vegas in the fourth circle of redacted. Object appears to be a regular microphone and does not have any abnormalities, and it's redacted. However, it shows its sound bending anomalies only in pair with SCP 2020-2, a humanoid looking being that prefers to be addressed as a Mord. Real name remains unknown. You sack of shit.
You've been SCP'd.
Your mic is an SCP now.
Oh, alright.
Where's the lag switch?
Actually, wait. Isn't it funny that your mic started deteriorating when we were talking about an SCP that deteriorates things?
Ah man, you know, now I think about it, I am sitting awfully close to my computer.
It's real!
I'm not 30 meters away!
Alright. Test number 3. Sample taken from D433's on... I hate numbers. From D433 while under a medically induced coma and applied to subject D452. D452 successfully mimics D433's appearance and manages to maintain the transformation and consciousness. Test 4. Sample taken from a brain-dead medical patient who suffered a massive brain hemorrhage and applied to D452. D452 successfully mimics the patient's appearance but immediately loses consciousness upon transformation. D452 does not regain consciousness until after the transformation period expires. D452 retains no memory of the event. Test 5. Sample taken from D625 who suffered a broken arm due to a conversation with security staff. D452 successfully mimics This sucks. Other guy's appearance, including the broken arm. Test subject's broken arm is remended when the transformation period expires. Test 6. Sample taken from a terminally ill medical patient and applied to test subject. The patient's terminal illness was caused by an inherent genetic defect. Test subject successfully mimics the patient's appearance as well as the patient's illness. Both the terminally ill patient and test subject expire at the same time, after which test subject reverts to normal form. Test 7. Sample taken from a chimpanzee and applied to test subject. Test subject experiences rapid growth of hair across their entire body. There are otherwise no other significant physical or physiological changes. Body hair disappears when the transformation period expires. Test 8. Sample taken from an Atlantic salmon and applied to test subject. There is no observable effect. You heard it here
Actually,
first.
God, that is fucked up because the fish still has to be alive. Ugh.
Oh.
Just cut off like it's fucking.
I mean, how much of a sample do they need from a salmon?
I have
Because
heard
they
of a
mentioned
similar thing to this being done for like burn victims to help mend their skin.
I mean, yeah, but this isn't like to treat the person. It's okay. Ooh. Also, hi, whoever joined.
Test 9.
Woman.
Why are you here?
You gone?
Go away. I actually just opened Minecraft. Fuck.
You stupid bastard.
Get out of your Minecraft launcher. Go away. Test 9. Under O5 authorization, a sample taken from SCP is applied to test subject. Test subject exhibits extremely adverse reaction upon transformation and data expunged, resulting in significant damage to testing environment, multiple injuries among test and security staff, and the death of test subject. Testing of anomalous humanoids with SCP-34 is suspended indefinitely.
Well, no shit, you used an anomalous object.
Yeah, that's like... What did they expect to happen? Or were they just testing to see if it would duplicate anomalous effects?
I mean...
Because, like, what if they put this shit on, like, the Daughter of Night or whatever? Do we just get a second one for, like, 24 hours?
What if they steal a patch of the flesh that hates and graft it to you?
I think you just get flesh that hates it. I don't think that, like...
I mean, I'm sure they have bigger problems at that point, but I want to know what happens.
999
I don't think you can. That's made
skin.
entirely of gelatin.
Jello.
Funny little guy.
Post-interrogation report. As per standard operating procedure, we first attempted to interrogate the prisoner via non-violent and non-invasive means. However, when such methods proved ineffective, we began to implement non-conventional interrogation techniques.
CQC.
I like how we see non-conventional interrogation techniques, and then the next line is...
You misread that, it just says conventional
It just
interrogation.
says conventional.
Yeah, conventional.
Oh, no, it
Still-
is... Oh.
Yes, you're just wrong.
Oh, that's just normal then.
Yes.
While partially successful, we deemed it necessary to use SCP-redacted, 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 and SCP-redacted. We managed to learn the following facts. The prisoner had extensive knowledge on the existence of the Foundation and its inner workings. The prisoner had extensive knowledge on other SCP-related agencies and groups. The prisoner was not acting under any official capacity from any government agency. The prisoner obtained SCP-34 and instructions on its operation from an unknown benefactor. The prisoner was given very specific instructions to infiltrate Site Redacted and maintain his position until further notice. The prisoner had enough samples of Dr. Redacted to stay within Site Redacted for redacted days. Regrettably, the prisoner did not survive interrogation. He dead.
Wait, so
mean-
was he using the knife to pretend
remember,
to be
he
someone
basically
else?
skinned the guy's entire arm as they found the original person he was
Okay.
copying the body
Oh,
of.
that's the same.
So he took a bunch of samples to stay for God knows how long.
Yeah, and the original guy was just chained up to a radiator in his home.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So that's a
Oh,
fun
he
little.
was alive too, by the way.
Yeah.
Skinned
Oh,
alive.
yeah.
He
so
was just
he
staying
was
there
probably going to die
alive.
of infection at some point, considering. But
I feel like he would
Yeah.
die of hunger or thirst first.
I mean,
The guy
someone
was
might
probably going
take
back
care
to
of him.
feed him and take care of him. That's the worst part.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah.
Drink up, buddy.
Here, take your honey and sugar. Goodbye.
Oh, God.
Alright, there's
Anyways,
about to
onto
be
the
an
next
ad
one.
break, so,
Wouldn't this skin grow back?
theoretically,
No, I mean theoretically, really
I mean, yeah,
slowly,
but the
Yeah, yeah, like slowly, yes, but depending on how long this is.
But imagine, like, well, don't imagine it, it's awful, but bear in mind, most of the guy who had it happen to him, his arm was, like, basically degloved by the description given, and probably not very well. Like,
I love
Yeah.
this SCP, by the way.
why?
Why?
No, I love this one. I love this one specifically.
yeah. I didn't know it was Keter. I thought it was Euclid.
The
But
man-
He is Keter, yeah.
I think
He is Keter.
Plague
It's
Doctor
Peter
is
because
Euclid,
it's
right?
constantly leaking acid.
Yeah, that would make
Probably a
sense.
pain in the ass to contain.
Yeah, like that. Just the constant acid suppression is like why it's Kenner.
So,
Item
yeah.
SCP-35.
Who's taking 35?
I'll take it because
Oh,
I got
thought
shoved in.
I was gonna say wait a moment because I just did get a notification there was an ad break.
Okay.
Who knows if that's real or not? Thanks Twitch or OBS.
Should make a new.
Whoever's at
Yeah, just think of the viewers.
Just think of the viewers. What if they miss this? This is important.
There's 7 people in.
What if they
I don't
miss?
know who those 7 people are.
It says ad break right now for the next minute 30.
Okay.
I don't have an ad break.
It just hit me.
Okay, someone said there's ads. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna wait a sec. But no, the apologies to those who can still hear me. Apologies for the mic issues. No fucking idea. But last SCP was cool. The one before was a little too jargony, but I think I understand the basic premise.
Yeah.
I understand. At least I understand the premise of this one we're on right now.
You can hear the critics scream. Yeah. Whatever the fuck that means.
Voice critical.
Wait, do you still have it open?
Reading
Hold up.
ads.
Introducing Taco Bell.
Oh.
Bitch, let's go.
You got an ad for Taco Bell.
Give me something good. Fuck. Fucking coffee cup, bro.
On.
Fucking
Thank you,
coffee
Bubbly.
cup. God damn it.
Actually, wait a minute.
Alright, are we.
It says 4
Never mind.
seconds left on my end. Yeah, okay. Will
Okay.
it be over now?
Never mind, I'm done.
No,
Popcorn kernel in my mouth. Give me a second.
no, hit him with a sticky wiggy.
Also, do try to read a little loud.
Okay.
I have you turned up to 200%, but it's still a bit quiet on your end.
I can turn the suppression off.
If you turn down the ambience just a touch, Helix,
No.
just a
I
didn't mean to have
see
it.
that.
There you go, that's better.
I look back to see that shit. That actually scared the hell out of me.
Oh!
Oh god, it's fucking demon of song, get it away from me.
His
What?
mouth is open.
Demon of song.
So, Noel's reading this one.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I mean, there's a couple.
I don't know if
other-
you're jealous when you. It's
there's
not
a
that
couple
long.
other links.
but
Hang on, scroll down a sec, Helix. There were other things in red besides just SCPs.
It's
I think.
SCPs.
Weren't there like? Is it just SCPs?
Yeah.
It's just SCPs.
Alright,
four
never
other
mind then.
SCPs.
Oh, wait a
Five.
minute.
No,
That's
you get the
SCP-6.
hell away from me.
Oh,
I'm not
I
ready.
forgot about that experiment. Oh my god.
I'm not ready for that particular dumpster fire.
But yeah, feel free to abridge however you want. We have no like
Okay.
way we necessarily need to do this. Just you're reading.
No, you have to read it verbatim. Fuck you.
Yep. Okay. Item number SCP-35. Object class Keter. Special containment procedures. SCP-35 is to be kept within a hermetically sealed glass case, no fewer than 10 centimeters, 4 inches thick. This case is to be contained within steel, iron, and lead shielded room at all times. Doors are to be triple locked at all times, with the exception of allowing personnel in or out. No fewer than 2 armed guards are to be posted out at any time. Guards must remain outside at all times and are not allowed within the containment room under any circumstance. A trained psychologist is to remain on site at all times. Research personnel are to not touch SCP-35 at any time. SCP-35 must be moved to a new sealed case every 2 weeks. The previous case must be disposed of via SCP-101, as it shows no adverse reactions to SCP-35's corruption. Anyone who comes into contact with SCP-35 when it is in possession of a host is to be given an immediate psychological evaluation. Description: SCP-35 appears to be a white porcelain comedy mask, although at times it'll change into tragedy. In these events, all existing visual records, such as photographs, video footage, and even illustrations of SCP-35 automatically change to reflect its new appearance. You can scroll down a bit. Okay. A highly corrosive and degenerative viscous liquid constantly seeps from the eye and mouth holes of SCP-35. Anything coming into contact with this substance slowly decays over a period of time, depending on the material, until it has decayed completely into a pool of the original containment. Glass seems to react the slowest to the effects of the item, hence the construction choice of its immediate container. Living organisms that come into contact with the substance react much the same way, with no chance of recovery. Origin of the liquid is unknown. Liquid is only visible from the front and does not emerge, or is even visible from the other side. Subjects within 1.5 to 2 meters, 5 to 6 feet, of SCP-35 or in visual contact with it experience a strong urge to put it on. When SCP-35 is placed on the face of an individual, an alternate brainwave pattern from SCP-35 overlaps that of its original host, effectively snuffing it out and causing brain death to the subject. Subject then claims to be the consciousness contained within SCP-35. The bodies of possessed subjects decay at a highly accelerated rate, eventually becoming a little more than mummified corpses. Nevertheless, SCP-35 has demonstrated the ability to remain in cognitive control of the body, experiencing severe structural damage, even if the subject's body literally decays to the point where motion is not mechanically possible. No effect is found to be had when placed on the face of an animal. Conversations with SCP-35 have proven to be informative. Researchers have learned various details about other SCP objects and history in general, as SCP-35's claims to have been at many momentous events. SCP-35 displays a highly intelligent and charismatic personality, being both amiable and flattering to all those who speak with it. SCP-35 has scored in the 99th percentile of all intelligence and aptitude tests administered to it, and appears to have a photographic memory. However, psychological analysis has discovered SCP-35 to possess a highly manipulative nature, capable of forcing sudden and profound changes to interviewers' psychological state. SCP-35 has proven to be highly sadistic, prompting prompting some to commit suicide and transforming others into near mindless servants with linguistic persuasions alone. SCP-35 has stated that it has infinite knowledge of the workings of the human mind and implied that it could change anyone's views if given enough time. Additional,
Oh,
SCP-35... What?
I'm just gonna scroll down here.
Okay. Additional, SCP-35 was found in a sealed crypt in an abandoned house in Venice in 18 redacted. Addendum?
Addendum.
Addendum 3501. SCP-35 has been found to be able to possess anything that has a humanoid shape, including mannequins, corpses, and statues. SCP-35 has been able to motivate all into movement, removing the need to expose live subjects to SCP-35. Still, anything it possesses inevitably decays into motionlessness. Addendum 35-2. SCP-35 has facilitated an escape attempt, convincing several of the research staff to aid it in its bid for freedom. Insurrection failed. All staff that have been in contact with SCP-35 have been terminated, and mandatory psychiatric evaluations have been implemented for all personnel coming in contact with SCP-35. Addendum 35-3. It has been determined that SCP-35 is capable of telepathy, whether or not it possesses a host, even penetrating to the subconscious of others and using the knowledge it finds in its advantage. Extreme caution is advised when choosing subjects to converse with SCP-35. Addendum 35-4. SCP-35 has expressed an interest in other SCPs, most notably SCP-4715 and SCP-682.
Pause a sec.
Dr. Yep.
Stream is paused, at least for me. Hang on, I'm gonna see if refreshing fixes that.
It looks fine
Okay,
to
never
me.
mind, it was just me.
Okay.
I don't know why it froze for me. I wanted to make sure it wasn't happening. Anyone else,
Fair,
please
that's
continue.
fair.
I'm on -5, right?
No, you're happy to 4.
Okay. Most notably SCP-4715 and SCP-682. Dr. Redacted has expressed worry that should SCP-35 bond with either, their regenerative qualities would negate its corruption and give it a permanent host. Addendum 35-5. After several more escape attempts, and after viewing SCP-35's incident record, High Command has ordered that it be permanently sealed within the facility and prohibited from being allowed any more hosts. Several personnel have protested against this, with some even erupting into violence as a direct result. As a direct result, all personnel that have come into contact with SCP-35 have been terminated.
Oh.
Going forward, all personnel that deal with SCP-35 are to be rotated frequently, and contact is to be limited even to its dormant state to as little as possible. So, they just killed everybody.
They just fucking executed anyone who knew about it, yeah. Well, not knew
There's
about
one
it.
less loose end.
Okay. Addendum 35-6. Personnel within 10 meters of SCP-35 have recently reported feeling unease, stating that they can hear unintelligible whispering. Several others have suffered from severe migraines. Object has been monitored, but there is no change in its dormant behavior, and no sounds have been recorded. The motion to reinstate SCP-35's host privileges have been brought up once more, if only on a temporary basis, to discover these new changes in the object's behavior. Denied.
Nope.
That was a little far. Addendum 35-7. The walls of SCP-35's containment cell have suddenly begun secreting a black substance. Tests on this subject have revealed it to be human blood, although highly contaminated with several foreign and unknown agents. Substance is corrosive, having a pH of 4.5, and prolonged exposure to the walls has proven to be detrimental to their structural integrity. More notably, it seems to be forming patterns on the walls. Several segments seem to be paragraphs in various languages, including Latin, Italian, Latin, Greek, and Sanskrit. Translation is pending. Other segments appear to be diagrams depicting ritualistic sacrifice and mutilation, often for the arcane benefit of the person committing them. Several staff members have been shocked to note that all of the sacrifices bear an uncanny resemblance to various personnel and their loved ones, often in conflicting positions. Researchers, while in the room examining these newly formed patterns, have complained of hearing loud whispering and high-pitched, unnerving laughter at irregular intervals. Personnel in the section working daily near and around SCP-35's containment unit have suffered catastrophic morale damage, with an all-time high in suicide rates in staff in that area, whether or not they have ever had contact with SCP-35. The only change in SCP-35's dormant behavior is regarding its contained glass case. Degradation of the case has increased to a high degree, enough so that the glass will occasionally shatter, causing a wide dispersal of SCP-35's containment. This occurs quite often at the most inopportune times, so far resulting in 6 casualties and 3 fatalities of both research and cleanup staff. Addendum 35-8. In light of the mass suicide/homicide of the members of the research team tasked with translating the passages gammered from the SCP-35's containment cell, the morale damage in the area, and general loss of staff dealing with SCP-35 to either death or insanity, it has been decided to coat the inner and outer walls of its containment with SCP-148, which has proved well in the containment of SCP-132. See Document 132-1. In order to hopefully block out the high levels of negativity being emitted by SCP-35. Scroll. Should be able to get to the bottom, yeah. SCP-35-9. The use... Addendum 35-9. The use of SCP-148 has worked well, causing morale and suicide rates to return near pre-SCP-35 rates. However, the material appears to facilitate the negativity within the cell. Who left?
Lauren.
Oh, okay. However, the material appears to facilitate the negativity within the cell, causing a veritable greenhouse effect inside. Personnel inside the cell have stated that they feel a heavy sense of dread, fear, anger, and general depression, as well as hearing constant, nearly inaudible whispering upon immediate entry. A prolonged stay causes severe migraines, suicidal tendencies, heavy hemorrhaging of blood vessels around the eyes and inside the mouth and nose, general hostility to others, and for the whispering to increase to almost deafening volumes, intersected by a constant mocking laughter. Exposure of more than 3 hours inevitably results in the subject falling into a deep psychosis and attempting to harm either themselves or others. Most spoke in Latin or Greek, despite the fact that several did not previously know how to speak said languages beforehand. The presence of blood in both word and diagram formations has increased disproportionately. The walls become cluttered and the formations begin to overlap each other. The substance has proven to be both difficult to clean and even more corrosive than the originally recorded, with a pH of roughly 2.4. General estimation gives the current walls a lifetime of 2 months before they need replacement. It is becoming gradually more and more difficult to contain SCP-35, and the debate to reinstate its host privileges have once come up again, denied. Addendum 35-10. The walls, ceiling, and floor of SCP-35's containment cell have now been completely saturated in blood. All personnel entering and guarding the area must wear full hazmat protection suits. Constant cleaning efforts are being instated. Addendum 35-11. The magnitude, intensity, and recurrence of the phenomena that occur within SCP-35's containment cell have increased to an alarming degree. The cell door has been known to become locked of its own accord while personnel are inside, and unable to be opened for a period of time. Appendages form out of the larger puddles of blood and often attempt to grab or harm personnel near them. blurry apparitions have started appearing to staff. Electronic devices are no longer work inside the cell, and the light cannot be turned on, though there is no physical reason why it does not work, forcing those entering to use non-electric based light sources. Cleaning measurements are having no discernible effect on the cell, and the walls are degrading at a very high rate, forcing them to be replaced within a week at best, although the blood makes it nearly impossible to properly achieve this. SCP-35 may have to be moved to a new cell entirely, with the old ones sealed off and disengaged from the rest of the facility.
There you go.
Now, I hate to be that guy, but why don't we just, sink that bitch into the bottom of the ocean somewhere?
Do you realize what that would do?
Some scuba
seal it.
diver is going to find that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure down in the Marianas
Freaking acid.
Trench.
Yeah, it would make all water corrosive.
And then
Yeah,
if
I
it's
suppose
unable
after a
to reach
time.
people, it just starts doing weirder and weirder shit.
It can't be
Mhm.
that hard to fling it into the sun.
Like, I think if it was as simple as, like, just pour it over with concrete, they would have done that.
Yeah. And I'm sure they probably tried burning it.
I mean, probably.
Theoretically, how many SCPs can be solved by just send it to the moon and then just never go to the moon?
Just skip the moon, just send that bitch to the sun.
I feel like that's even more dangerous.
More room
The
for
sun
things to
blows
happen in
up.
between.
It'd be bad enough if the moon was haunted, okay? Not if the sun blows up.
Listen, the sun is very large, okay?
It's very large, but it's also, like, very important.
That's just a fucking.
Oh no.
Fucking
Oh,
airplane?
no.
Are we
That's just
Oh
plane.
no. Oh no. Is this gonna be a 2001 thing?
No.
I see October.
No.
What's that one plane? that
I
just
sure
flew
hope
into-
not. Actually, I wouldn't put that past.
We're in the early stages of the documentation.
God, I can't wait till we get to SCP-911.
Yes. Let's go.
Mods,
All right.
send him to the surface of the sun. Hold on. Before we start this one, I want to say, this is, of course, one of the classics. One of the, like,
Oh,
very
yeah.
popular ones. Still a really good article. This is really good.
Genuinely, like it's
Yeah.
just a very solid little piece on its own.
Yeah, it doesn't lean too far into, like, redacting every single little thing. Like, there's, like,
Like fuck.
2 redactions in the entire page.
And it's really just names and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's just like names.
Like, just genuinely, like, weird, fucked up little object that's a pain in the ass to keep people safe from.
I think it would be cool if the wiki page just randomly changed to the smiling mask every once in a while.
Doesn't
That'd be
it?
cool. I mean, it is in tragedy right now, which isn't what it's usually.
it is in fact in retrograde. Yes.
I swear there was a...
To be honest, I thought it was smiling. I'm not shitting you. I thought it was smiling at
It's
first.
always
Then you
been-
went back.
It's always
No,
been
I was
frowning.
thinking of a
You're
different
just
article.
deranged.
I'm deranged.
Yes.
Open image in new tab.
Yeah, open it up to a new tab and then you see it smiling.
It's actually a GIF and it flashes in between frames between
Yeah.
the words.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
It actually changes. Yeah.
Go back. It's smiling. uh,
Oh, apparently the image has been outright changed. It used to
What?
be like just a different looking mask and a different background.
Huh.
Apparently the Vulcan made the new 35 model.
I'm not surprised by this.
There are 2 images when you look it up. Hold on.
wait, what? Oh. It's still.
I don't know if it works by refreshing the page.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe we just had to be here long enough. Maybe if I look away from it, right?
It's set
If
on a
it's-
fucking global timer to change the images.
If it smiles right now, I'm actually gonna piss myself. I'm not shitting you. Cause that'd be fucking hilarious.
Allegedly, it's a long GIF that cycles through them.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Oh.
Because GIFs are mostly just limited by file size rather than length. Thanks, Shrek movie.
I want to see it happen. I want to see it happen.
I'm
Hold on.
sorry, man. The mask is in retrograde. We're gonna be here a while.
I guess we can move on.
Please, I hope it doesn't.
He has a tab open for it. He has a tab.
You
Alright,
motherfucker.
let's get back. We'll check back on that later.
We'll check up on him.
History.
It's just to see it smiling. Oh.
Realized I wasn't
Alright,
even
who wants
full
to take
screen,
this
which is
one? Are
probably
you up
why.
for a reading?
Was that?
Who? Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna read about a plane.
Still here for
Alright,
you,
yeah.
here if you
Turn on the
want.
TV.
I don't know. Does Ridge want to read
Did
about a
Richard
plane,
make
or
it
is it?
back from making food, or did he die?
What do you mean?
Oh, he's back.
Okay. We're good.
Alright, I'll read about it.
You motherfucker. I swear to God, Helix, if you fucking swap over while someone is reading, I'm going to skin you alive.
Here's the thing. If you swap over while I'm reading, I'm gonna scream into the mic. You don't understand. Be like that one kid screaming in the mic. Alright, I'll read it. Item number SCP-036. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. Once every year, a mobile task force is dispatched from Containment Command-2 in Expunged to Site 22A to defend a runway and airport located there. The civilian facility is to be cleared of all non-SCP personnel by 400 hours of September 23rd, and none are allowed to return until sunrise the next day on October 1st. All civilians must be evacuated again before sunrise and will not be allowed on to Site 22A until the return of the pilgrimage flight. Pilgrims in transit from the arrival flight awaiting departure on the pilgrim flight may only be cross-examined by researchers with level 3 security level clearance or higher. Description: SCP-036 includes the location, Site 22A, a small airport in the Mosul region of northern Iraq. Oh boy. In Site 22B, the destination of passengers boarding at Site 22A. The key components of SCP-036 are the arrival flight, a passenger plane that varies in make and model from year to year, that arrives shortly before dawn on September 23rd. It appears on radar about 30 to 40 kilometers away from Site 22A. When it lands, pilgrims exit the plane and enter the terminal. No crew have ever left the plane. Observations have only revealed a masked pilot and co-pilot. This plane leaves quickly after pilgrims exit and does not wait for clearance to take off, nor does it identify itself upon approach for landing. The pilgrims, people of the Yazidi faith that exit the arrival plane, who are said to be undergoing the Kiras Guhoren. Each year, they are examined and identified as various people of the Yazidi faith that have died during the previous year. This is done through birth certificates, photo IDs, specific knowledge questions, and when possible, fingerprinting. Most have been known to be friendly and admissible, though most are reluctant to give details about the Kira's Guhoren. In the past, all have shown to be unable to recognize family and friends or been able to remember any information beyond what short-term memory would normally allow. In the late afternoon of September 23rd, most pilgrims begin to emphasize how important it is that their pilgrimage must begin. At that time, they file onto the pilgrimage flight, plane, and depart, never to be seen again.
Alright, we're about to hit an ad break in like 15 seconds, so might want to wait.
Okay,
for
well,
this one.
we'll take a break.
But this one is really short. Hold on,
It is pretty
Is
short.
my mic like echoing at all? Because I'm looking at my mic on OBX and it keeps lighting up whenever you're speaking. Do you guys hear that?
I
No,
didn't hear.
Not for us. It might just be on OBS.
Yeah, I didn't hear any echoing at all. So
If it's not coming through on Discord, it's probably not coming through on OBS. So it said there was an ad break coming up, and then that went away, and now it's not saying that there is an ad break right now. Why put a countdown if it doesn't actually mean when there's going to be an ad break?
I don't know, man. I'm just drinking water.
Weefit, is there an ad?
Weefit, is there an ad?
Are you getting ads right now?
You should subscribe to avoid those ads.
I just wish I could even be like remotely certain of this, but OBS just lies sometimes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in an ad right now either.
Why
I'm
did
not
it say
getting
there was
it.
gonna be an ad? Was there just an ad? Or is it like a minute late? I'm so confused. What am I supposed to go off of? There it is. Is there an ad? It says there should be an ad right now.
I hate.
Subscribe.
No. Oh, wait,
Clearly,
yes. Now an ad has just popped up for me.
Okay, so that was like a minute and a half after the minute and a half cooldown ended of it letting me know that there was going to be an ad break.
There's a delay.
And then even after that, there was like 20 seconds from where my thing said there was an ad break and when the ad break actually started. Don't you redeem stretch right now?
You need a stretch. You need a stretch. You need a stretch.
I do need a
You need a
stretch.
stretch.
I think it'd be really funny. You're like mid reading, and I just make you take off your glasses.
Oh, I just cracked my arm.
Just let me know when to continue. Don't matter.
And a small.
What's the cooldown for the smog balls? Oh, it's 15 minutes, fuck.
Is it really 15 minutes?
He does have a limited supply of those compared to if I force him
with
to take off the
15
glasses.
minutes, my standard stream time is 3 hours. You can make me eat 12 of these if you're optimal with it.
If you have that many.
That is a
One
good
stream.
point.
15 minutes is not that bad. It's just enough that people don't spam them.
That's
But I
actually
wanna
very
make you
charitable
eat
considering.
Set it
30
to
smog
45
balls.
seconds.
No.
I don't think there's enough time to eat a smog ball.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're, you know, a lesser being.
Oh, okay, you can eat the smog ball in that time, but you won't be able to like actually get the effect out of it.
Okay, are we good? Like, no ads?
Do it.
For me, the ad has ended.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Apologies, folks.
okay.
Back to our.
Can someone set me up a timer?
For what?
So,
All right, can you lose the glasses?
For me?
Not
Yeah,
really.
for you.
I wait. So I'm doing the lose the glasses right now, right?
Yeah, you're doing it now.
Okay.
You're just gonna have to listen. You're
Oh,
just
I
gonna have to listen.
That's nice of you. Because then it's gonna be on
You're
cooldown when it's my turn to read. All right, the glasses are off. Cooldown started.
Oh, maybe I should have waited.
fucking
you
dumbass.
really should have, yeah.
Damn, fuck it, I don't care. The pilgrimage flight. A passenger plane provided by SCP personnel for the transport of the pilgrims. It is manned by a crew of trained Yazidi holy men. The crew are typically never to elaborate upon details of the pilgrimage or what the Kiras Gahurin actually is. SCP equipment on board function optimally but recorded data will only slightly increase our understanding of the pilgrimage each year. Though the flight is gone for 7 days, the crew and recorded data are only able to account for a few hours. Days are missing from time recording equipment and cameras, though nothing abnormal is ever observed. The plane disappears from radar and visual contact is lost about 50 to 60 kilometers away from Site 22A until it returns about sunrise on October 1st. Site 22B, the destination of the pilgrimage plane. It is a small airport consisting of a runway and single building located at Court Sponge. It has only been observed by pilgrimage crew and cameras on the plane. It does not appear on satellite images, and attempts to reach it on foot have failed. Once with disastrous results, cameras have trouble focusing on the area, as the heat from the ground usually causes a mirage-like visual effect on all objects, more than a few dozen meters from the plane. A flyover with an SCP reconnaissance plane several weeks before the pilgrimage revealed undeveloped land and what looked like an ancient stone statue. In the 1990s, SCP Mobile Task Force Sigma 4 attempted to reach Site 22B during the time of pilgrimage. Upon the approach, communication was lost, and the task force was never heard from again. No other exploration attempts are advised during the 7-day pilgrimage. Originally, the Kurdish-speaking Yazidi people around Mosul secretly performed the pilgrimage themselves. Pilgrims from the east were escorted by masked armed guards on camelback into the care of the Yazidi holy men. It has been explained that the holy men would then take the pilgrims west to their land of the dead, where the pilgrims would wait to be reborn back into the Yazidi people. The Kiras Gahurin, literally Kurdish for changing garments, is used to describe the belief of reincarnation that lesser souls from Skyrim of the Yazidi undergo. While this actual pilgrimage was done in secret, a symbolic pilgrimage and Kiras Gahurin are performed every year at this time by other Yazidi. During the 1960s, land acquisition by Kurds and Muslims, attacks by Turks, and punitive laws by the Islamic Iraqi government restricted the movements and customs of the Yazidi. During that time, the Foundation stepped in and offered aid in the way of an advantages of this clause that granted SCP planes unrestricted access to airport facilities in the area. Almost immediately, mysterious planes carrying pilgrims from the east began landing at the local airport, and an elusive airport at the destination appeared as well. That's
Wait,
it.
so
So what is it? It's a plane that
It's-
pilgrims go
it's a
on.
plane and a airport. The airport just showed up once they said it was fine.
So this literally just varies souls to be reincarnated if they're of that belief system?
Well,
Yeah, sure.
well, from what I've read, the only thing I understand is once they're on, they never return, pretty
No, it's
much.
United Airlines.
Or the Bermuda Triangle.
No, it's United Airlines.
Pretty much.
Religious, safe, SCP.
It's-
But yeah,
Oh
they
wow! I
had,
wonder
like-
what's under this tag, huh?
Wait, there's a tag for it? Wow. What the fuck is this?
Why is this number 2 on the list?
That's actually pretty nice. That
Reservoir
he's number
Cats.
2. Reservoir Cats.
Alright, get me the hell out of here before we start getting sidetracked.
All I
I'm
saw was
watching
multiple
you.
J's.
I'm watching you, buddy.
He's just gonna keep that open.
We're gonna
Muck.
keep checking back on him until he. Oh, this ended.
Oh shit.
No,
Okay.
get the hell away from me. I am not reading to fucking Skyrim ambience.
You can't make me.
Skyrim.
No, no.
Deep Rock Galactic is live right now. Wait, am I tweaking? Never mind, I'm
Are
tweaking.
you okay?
He's tweaking. He's tweaking.
Fucking
Okay, who's reading 37?
This one's really small, and this is really long.
Let's check.
Check it. Why not? I want.
Oh, good.
Okay, never mind.
Oh,
never
what?
mind.
Okay, weird.
I really love how it's like impossible to tell if it's just a drop-down menu or a separate like page.
And sometimes it pulls up something anyway.
Yeah.
I'll close out the thing. We don't need
Yeah. That's
blank
really
slash
small.
blocked.
Ridge, do you want this one or should I take it?
Which one? Let me see here.
You should take this one, read it as slow as possible so that we can redeem Lou's glasses during his.
Yeah, that's
Please
true.
do not wish that
Do it
upon
as
him. He
slow
will
as
be slow.
possible, just for stream quality's sake. I respect the hustle, but at the same time, like.
One
I
word
just
every
did-
minute.
I pretty much just did just to fuck with him while I was reading.
Bullshit.
Alright, I see here. SCP-037. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedure. SCP-037 is magnetically contained in a subterranean complex known as Site-22. Object size, spectral signature, and temperature are constantly monitored both on-site and remotely from Site-98. The primary containment chamber is lined with heat-conducting, radiation-resistant nanopeak GFV polymer tiles and evacuated any atmosphere. Heat from the object is radiated into the surrounding rock. Should enclosure integrity become compromised, the emergency system will generate a low-power argon plasma shield. This is projected to provide a minimum of 4 hours for on-site engineers to effect necessary repairs before the object breaches containment. In the contingency that stellar evolution proceeds ahead of projections and a nova event appears imminent, or if containment failure is otherwise unavoidable, any remaining project staff are authorized to initiate the TAC protocol?
Yeah,
That's close enough.
Sure.
close enough.
So, oh, I see. Oh, I see.
You
see.
Description. Yeah, sorry, I'm receiving a text from me, Madre.
Okay.
SCP-037 appears to be a star approximately 5 centimeters or 2 inches in diameter, with a luminosity of about 1 to the 10 1 times 10 to the negative 12 times that of our sun, and a surface temperature of about 5,000 Kelvin, determined by UBVRI analysis. The origin of SCP-037 is unknown. However, analysis suggests that it shares many properties in common with a typical main star, other than its anomalously small size. It is theorized to have entered the Earth's magnetosphere via the North Magnetic Pole. The object was discovered in 1988 above the Beaufort Sea at approximately the North Magnetic Pole. Intense electromagnetic interference was reported by Canadian Forces Station Alert, followed by an extremely bright object descending toward the ocean from the sky. The SCP's Guardian responded and discovered the object wavering in an erratic trajectory 200 meters above the surface of the water. Once containment procedures were devised, it was transferred to Site 32 for...
No, you're cutting out a lot.
Oh, it's starting to go.
Oh. Why?
Don't know. See if you can do the next paragraph.
Containment and transport of 037 have been achieved by the use of powerful electromagnets, to which the artifact aligns itself according to its own magnetic. The primary challenge to containment thus far has been its powerful electromagnetic emission, which are intense enough to be easily seen by the naked eye from orbit. Its current enclosure is located deep underground to prevent detection and to facilitate radiation rock. In effect,
it's-
Cut out is really bad.
We just missed like 4 words.
Christ.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
yeah.
Went from like radio to rock.
Yeah. Okay.
and
look,
stone.
Maybe finish off this one, and I'll do the next. Sorry, Ridge.
Yeah.
No, this is to be expected. It's thunderbolts and lightning outside.
Very, very.
Oh, I wish you would
yeah.
have said something.
I did
Probably
say
came down
something,
from
and it was presumably eaten.
Oh.
That checks out. Alright. In effect, the entire facility and the surrounding volume of the Earth's crust act as a massive heat sink. Addendum A. Over the past 12 years of study, the star has undergone a shift in emitted EM radiation, suggesting that it is undergoing stellar evolution at a vastly accelerated rate. If standard stellar modules hold up, this will soon result in an increase in radius by a factor of 100 to 300 times and a... I don't know if I've ever seen this word before. Concomitant increase in radiated energy. Emergency containment contingencies are being studied for that eventuality. Further progression of the star's life cycle will likely terminate in a stellar nova, which is estimated to have a yield of... Extrapolations predict this to occur, and research is underway for a method to arrest this development or to transport SCP-37 a safe distance from the planet before it occurs.
So it's a star. That's gonna get really big.
205 Council from Dr. Innes. Like when they just make a name. Thank you for not just taking the easy route out and just saying redacted. It's fine. It's not hard. Subject SCP-37 Emergency Neutralization Research. Body, sirs and madams. Hold on, I've got to go fucking small ball because this fucking guy over here, this fucking asshole redeemed a small ball I'm trying to read. Nom 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 nom. The agents embedded within the US DoD have managed to alter the project requirement for the NASA Orbiter program. The vehicle will now be designed with enough space to accommodate SCP-37 and a temporary containment apparatus in order to facilitate transport off-planet. However, I continue to have reservations. Modern rocket technology simply is not reliable enough for the needs of this project. A single mistake could lead to a launch failure and subsequent loss of containment, possibly catastrophically. Even a successful launch would have to proceed perfectly, lest the result be visible to observatories and instruments and possibly the naked eye around the world. There are numerous artifacts contained by the Foundation which might allow us to transport SCP-37 safely and cost-effectively to an adjacent dimension, universe, or esoteric domain. SCP in particular might prove especially convenient for this purpose. Considering the outcomes of recent attempts to explore it and the difficulty of neutralization of SCP-37 might thus serve the added purpose of reducing or removing the threat posed by that anomaly as well. I implore you to reconsider the PTWOC proposal submitted in light of these recent concerns. End message.
I
They're
think
just
they
gonna
should like
put it on
measure
like
and-
they should
random.
just forge the star into Thor's hammer or something, then it's gone.
That's so smart. Why don't they just do that?
Why don't they just forge an implement of the gods real quick?
Yeah. Why don't they just like pour some water on it? Like,
Here's a real question: why the fuck did they measure its fucking temperature in Kelvin?
I don't know.
Is that what they do for stars?
That's I mean, what is Kelvin based? Like, I mean, that's usually what they use Kelvin as. Wait, what the fuck? What are you freaking out about?
He's having a stroke.
Wait.
173 is Peanut. We call him
Oh, it's Peanut. It's Peanut.
500.
It's funny.
The pills that
Peanut. Hey, it's
cure anything.
500. I love 500. We love
How
500.
much Kelvin was it again?
5,000, so roughly 8,540.
You don't like Kelvins? Why would anyone measure anything in Kelvin? It's stupid and it's
Uh,
dumb. And I hate
Because it's based on an absolute zero, and that's
I thought
Well, you're stupid.
You're stupid.
Okay, whatever. Temperatures are a force. It's reading 38.
But you said you'd take it.
Oh, yeah, I guess I
If you're
did.
not interested in whatever this is.
No, I'm not disinterested. I just had forgotten I said that.
It's a
because
safe
I wasn't sure
boring.
how.
I mean, to
You're
be
just
fair,
like-
my last one was like one paragraph.
You can have this one if you want.
Yeah, I could take another one.
In a fight?
Alright. SCP-38. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-38 is to be watered twice per day via overhead mister. Should the mister break for any reason, attendants should water SCP-38 by hand until it has been fixed. Lighting is provided by computer-controlled lighting array. Attendants watering SCP-38 by hand and maintenance personnel fixing mister or lighting should wear hazmat suits to prevent accidental cloning. This is just the tree that clones things that touch it, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
SCP-38 was found on an abandoned farm in Redacted, New York in 19 Redacted. It was at first thought to be a common apple tree. However, upon closer inspection, it became apparent that SCP-38 was growing things other than apples and, in fact, other than fruit. SCP-38 has the ability to clone any object that touches its bark. Objects begin growing almost instantaneously and reach maturity within a matter of minutes. A weight limit of 90 kilograms, 200 pounds, per object has been previously recorded, and objects that SCP-38 has thus far cloned include apples, oranges, watermelons, eggplants, candy bars, snack foods, see Addendum 1, televisions, toasters, laptops, keys, see Addendum 2, chairs, wine, DVDs, CDs, see Addendum 3, cats, dogs, and people.
By the way, before you continue, I actually left 0035 on my tab, and it actually did smile at me. I'm not kidding. I left it open. It's smiling at me now.
Incredible.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Oh.
Just trying to catch him off guard.
There he is.
Human and animal
Alright,
cloning
continue.
through SCP-38 is not recommended, as they appear to age quickly. The majority of these clones live on average 2 weeks after thorough... Oh, I should have braked there. After thorough examination of the deceased clones, it has been determined that they had begun to ferment before death. Ew. The object is currently
Ew.
held on Site 23, and there are currently no plans to move it. Addendum 1. Dr. Klein has requested that personnel discontinue the cloning of items from the vending machines. See document 38-1. Addendum 2. Dr. Klein has requested that personnel discontinue the cloning of personal items. Addendum 3. Dr. Klein has requested that personnel discontinue the cloning of movies and music. Addendum 4. Dr. Klein has requested that personnel discontinue the cloning of cans of Miller, Budweiser, and Foster's. Dr. Klein has furthermore expressed customary disapproval of the quality of such cloned items.
Yeah.
Document 1. I would like to remind all personnel that SCP-38 is not, I repeat, not a toy. It should not be used for cloning car keys, movies, music, or items from the vending machines. If this behavior continues, I will be forced to limit access to 38. Document 2. It has been noted that SCP-38 is able to clone SCP-500, however such pills only work 30% of the time, with chance of successful healing dropping as time since clone increases. In 60% of the cases where the infection is permanent, symptoms of infection remain, though further infection is neutralized. SCP-38 Partial Testing Log. Select experiments only. For full test records and reports, contact affiliated researchers for authorization. Intent. Confirmation of mass limit. Investigation into consequences of exceeding limit. Summary of test results. 400-pound steel ingot made contact with the outer bark of SCP-38. Chamber vacated as a precaution. Cloned ingot grew at a typical speed, but growth halted abruptly short of completion. Examination of the end of the aborted facsimile revealed a rough texture superficially resembling miniature-scaled tree bark. Item detached from SCP-38 is typical and was subsequently found to weigh 90 kilograms, or almost precisely 200 pounds. Intent. Investigation into duplication of non-biological animate matter. Summary of test results. SCP-173 deemed a suitable test subject because of its lack of verifiable life processes. Introduced into containment chamber by D-Class personnel. Contact made with the outer bark of SCP-38 and SCP-173 returned immediately to containment. SCP-173 facsimile began development at typical speed, beginning at point of contact. As consistent with previous results, growth halted at the 200-pound threshold, in this case terminating development after replication of the head, right arm, and partial upper torso. Class D test subject was ordered to break eye contact with the clone. When test subject eventually blinked, no movement was observed in clone material. Extinguishing and re-establishment of containment chamber light supply revealed no apparent reaction from clone material. Experiment concluded. During storage of clone portion of SCP-173, it was observed that the partial facsimile was in fact making violent gestures at a dramatically slower rate. Movement was shown to continue regardless of state of observation.
Huh.
Why the fuck would they pick a Keter? Or is he not Keter?
Yeah,
he's Euclid.
He's not. He's Euclid.
It depends on what stories you believe on him.
I mean, aren't the newer ones bullshitting a bunch of, like, extra abilities onto the original SCP?
Yeah. There are some which, like, have him cloning and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, none of that.
Yeah.
I mean, they did clone him.
So, why
Except
would
now-
they test it on
Now
him?
his
I mean,
one
yeah, but
condition.
the fact,
They-
but the
They
idea,
cloned him, and the one condition that like made him safe just
They've
went
got
away.
an infinite pizza box. Why didn't they try to dupe that?
Yeah.
Why would they dupe an actual threat?
Why not dupe a star?
Maybe don't
yeah, why
do
not
that.
dupe
Oh my god, it's
Hey!
Swan! It's Swan!
He's doing the thing!
That's Seka shit caught in 4K.
And now I went to a different page and then I came back. It's now frowning at me. God damn it!
That's cool. All right. Oh, what the hell is all this?
Oh my
What the
god!
What is all
Look
this?
at the
Disruption class flam, what the fuck?
Flam.
risk class.
What is a flam?
Oh shit.
I think this
who
is what they
started
do for a
adding
lot of the
these-
newer articles. Does it just start
Yes,
here?
they
Oh,
do.
no. Okay.
They do.
I imagine like the artist has to come back and like, well, not the artist, but yeah,
Update it,
this was
yeah.
very
I
recent.
hope not, because most of that nonsense seems
Yeah,
irrelevant.
they have to like, if they do update it, they probably do like kind of
Yeah.
like this shit.
What the fuck is Vlam? Vlam or whatever the fuck. What is it? What do you mean
Spam.
disruption class?
What
How
is it? What
much
does it mean by
disrupt
disruption?
life?
Oh wait, SCPs. Oh, disruption classes. What? Eyes.
There are 5 little levels of disruption scale.
Lame.
Little to no potential to disrupt the general
Only for
population.
small groups of people.
So it's how
Oh.
it affects the population.
Which kind of makes sense.
Oh.
Large influence.
And the highest-
To declare war on them. Invitation.
This
Jesus.
risk class. I feel like
Blam.
Anyways, get me the hell out of here.
We have it's got another ad break coming up.
Get me the hell out of here.
So we might as well just update ourselves on modern SCP stuff while we're at it.
Yeah,
Look,
all the
the
extra
risk-
made up bullshit. You're right.
the risk classes are smart because usually when you think of Keter, you
Hang
think
on,
of
no,
something
just
that
let me
kills
look at the
things.
list instead of.
I was scrolling past the ones we already kind of know.
No, just let me look at the broad list at the top, Helix. Fuck. What the hell is esoteric? That's in primary?
That's why I was going
Wait.
down. It's just Thaumiel is stuff that is
Yeah,
beneficial, I
I-
believe.
Thaumiel's been around for a while at this point.
Yeah, Thaumiel
Neutralize
Neutralize.
is duh.
Esoteric.
They don't fit into other classes.
Apollyon.
Website is
Oh,
for
it's
the
Elder
esoteric.
Dragons.
What do you mean?
It's Elder Dragons.
God
It's
damn it,
just
right?
different.
Apollyon.
hey, Apollyon.
Apollyon.
of Isaac.
Oh, hell yeah.
Archon are best left uncontained because they're like necessary.
So they're.
Like if people
I
were
see.
to discover that death was actually an SCP, it's like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
part
yeah,
of the
yeah.
world at this point, so they shouldn't do anything about it.
Leave it be.
Yeah.
Alright, get me the fuck out.
Incomprehensibly powerful
Examples.
gods.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't 001 some of the
Sanunos?
thoughts of him?
Yeah, the sun.
Okay, I've heard of Sanunos before. What the fuck is Godel? Principality
Godel?
of Ticonderoga?
Well, if we could fucking read any of these entries,
I know,
Helix,
I just wanted
Is that
to,
the fucking pencil brand?
probably.
Ticonderoga?
That actually, yeah, it might be.
Oh, it's a town in New York, but it also is the brand.
Actually meant as a way to get rid of terrible entries.
Wait, what is it?
Decommissioned class.
Out of universe, meant as a way to get rid of terrible entries.
No, I'm going to break in and I'm going to kill all of your creations. They're bad.
Those that can't be explained by anomalous science.
Great.
Oh, Daybreak is on the left. It's just chilling there.
Wow, also the Scarlet King. Stay away from me.
That's another 001, right? Or is it a separate SCP?
I think he's just kinda an affront in general.
Yeah, because isn't that the reason the SCP Foundation was founded? To try and keep the Scarlet King at bay?
Yeah, listen, man, there's so much fucking lore tied to Scarlet King. What was the one that I had to opt out of, like, reading the attached article?
I don't remember which
whatever
one
it was.
It was the dog.
But it was going
wasn't
into,
it?
like, alchemical bullshit, and there were ties to the Scarlet King, and I'm like, no, absolutely
Can I
not.
pull that up real quick?
What, the SCP I'm referring to?
Yeah.
find it. I don't remember which one it was.
Because I just wanna.
Is it?
There's
It's
Brad.
something mother.
Oh, it's.
Nope.
No,
not
it
What is
wasn't.
love. Hold on.
I don't know. What the hell was it? It was.
I love how you you have the tag achievement hunting and 100% playthrough on your stream right now.
We're gonna be here a while.
Yeah, we're gonna be here a while for him to 100% everything on this.
I'm gonna get all achievements on the SCP wiki. I don't remember which one it was.
I don't either.
Pickle
Is it the
monster.
homunculus? No.
That was like a girl and a lady.
Is it Black
Ollie?
Shuck? Ah!
Maybe.
Yeah, here. Okay.
No, because this one was.
So here, we go into eyes, and then it's. Or no, that wasn't it.
No.
No, wait, was it this one? I think it was, wasn't it?
No, I don't think it was. But what's the incident report?
That's not it.
No.
No, I can't. Maybe it wasn't this one. I thought it was.
You know that there's an SCP
I
called
bet
A
new
Lovely
objects are being
Bunch of
written at a
Coconuts?
faster pace than we're reading. Yeah, no shit.
Or no, wait, was it? No, it wasn't just down at the bottom here, like in one of these things. I
No,
don't
it
remember.
was.
I don't remember.
No
which
idea.
one it was.
But it's not worth the search.
Alright, either way, I'm about to start eating, so somebody else needs to take over the reading.
Alright, what the hell is this?
Monkey.
There's
Monkey.
monkey.
Alright, fine. Item number SCP-39. Level 2 restricted. Containment class Euclid. Structuring class Blah. Risk class Caution. Special containment procedures. Living SCP-039 instances are to be contained within Site 77's Wilderness Observation Chamber 2B. The interior and exterior of WOC 2B must be monitored by 2 security guards at all times. WOC is to be -2 is to be inspected weekly for sabotage and contraband. Okay. Deceased instances are in refrigerated storage and may be accessed for study upon request. SCP-039-A is expunged. Fantastic. Description. SCP-39 consists of 23 proboscis monkeys, which have been subject to radical anatomical changes. Okay. Helix, please scroll down so I can have the full list of...
He is gone. You're
Helix,
cutting out a
swear to
little
God.
bit right now, but it's not too bad. Just try and keep talking like loud-ish, I guess.
These alterations are summarized below. Eyes have been removed, new bone growths have filled eye sockets. No remnants of eyelids or eyebrows remain, only smooth skin. Extreme alterations to the mouth. Oral opening is no longer present. No remnants of lips remain, only smooth skin. Jawbone has been fused and placed by new bone growth along the joints. Teeth, tongue, gums, and palate are absent. Have been replaced by a large deposit of adipose tissue. Removal of digestive system. Esophagus, stomach, gallbladder, and intestines. Intestines and bladder have all been replaced with adipose tissue formations of similar shape and volume. Anal orifice has been sealed by new skin growth, leaving no remnants of the. It is not clear how SCP-39 instances obtain nutrition and dispose of waste or survive without doing so. Enhancements of auditory, tactile, and olfactory senses. Both absolute and difference thresholds are significantly lower than those of the baseline species. These enhancements allow SCP-39 to effectively navigate their environment despite lack of sight. Instances have been observed tapping on objects when navigating unfamiliar surroundings. Behavior has been theorized to form a sort of rudimentary echolocation. This has yet to be proven.
Okay, yeah, we might have to have someone else read, because it's really bad right now.
God damn it.
It is pretty bad.
Apologies.
I don't know how it gets better than randomly gets worse. You miss Mord's mic being shit again.
Oh, okay, it's not bad. I was worried you were gonna be finished and you'd be like, "What the hell? Where is he?" Oh.
Wait, hang on. Where the fuck? Okay, now it's lighting up again.
Yeah,
Why?
I had to go get a drink and a bowl for these French fries that I got.
I'm so glad you had said something.
I was going to, but you'd already started reading, and I was like, I just need to go grab a bowl. And then I went and got a bowl, and I was like, wait, fucking, I need a drink too. God damn it! And then I just went to go get that.
You already did read all the way down to where you
Yes, so
before
I
you
need you to scroll down.
Yeah, could you give me like a summary of what's going on here?
So basically, proboscis monkeys, but they all have radical anatomical changes, such as no eyes or mouth, no digestive system. They have enhancements to their hearing and other senses, though, interestingly.
Okay.
They seem to navigate via
echolocation.
a primitive form of echolocation. Yeah. Intelligence enhancements. SCP-39 score consistently higher on all provided cognitive tests than their non-anomalous equivalents. Okay. SCP-039 are capable of reproduction. At time of writing, 5 instances of SCP-39 have been born since containment. SCP-39 show a very close bond among their species, newborns often being cared for by all capable adults. New instances are born with the same anatomic anomalies as their parents. Despite this, testing has not identified any genetic divergence from baseline species in SCP-39 instances. SCP-39 communicate via touch in a complex series of nasal vocalizations, many of which have not been observed in non-anomalous proboscis monkeys. Original instances also possess a rudimentary understanding of spoken English. This knowledge is not passed on to newborns, but they do naturally learn some English from exposure to Foundation personnel. Instances of SCP-39 have demonstrated the ability to operate mechanical tools and to perform various complex tasks, primarily relating to automobile construction and maintenance. Build fucking cars!
The monkeys that build cars, gas monkeys.
This knowledge does not appear to be innate, as newborn instances do not possess it. Addendum SCP-039-1 Recovery Log. SCP-39 was recovered in 1998. Foundation forces raided a Prometheus Labs facility, approximately 25 kilometers northwest of redacted Nevada. The facility was found to have been abandoned an unknown amount of time prior to Prometheus Labs collapse. Recovered objects of note include 2 automobiles abandoned in the parking lot outside, a 3rd automobile partly disassembled in a cargo bay, an assortment of power tools, spare parts, paints, and other auto maintenance implements, an assortment of veterinary anesthetics, surgical implements, and a data expunged, located in an operating room. 20 small cages, presumably for the purposes of containing SCP-39. All cages were empty and partially dismantled, the doors removed. 2 large cages, likewise empty and dismantled, containing chimpanzee hair and feces. Frozen remains of a dissected SCP-39 instance, which lacked a nose or nasal passage in addition to the typical anomalies. The remains of 3 adult males identified by dental analysis as Alan Blank, Damian Blank, and Cole Blank. All 3 individuals had been killed by severe blunt trauma, and remains bore pre- and post-mortem bite marks corresponding to chimpanzee dentation. The personal log of Cole redacted, see Addendum 2. 18 instances of SCP-39. SCP-39-A. Addendum. SCP-39-2. Personal Journal of Cole. Some entries appear to notate the early prototyping stage of SCP-39's development. These entries are reproduced below, with portions irrelevant to SCP-39 excised for brevity. I see, so we're going to have to look at all of this.
You click. Oh.
Alright, cool. How has it been any better or worse?
Things been better.
Okay, cool. This is probably unnecessary, since Damien's keeping track of all the sciencey stuff, but I need something to do. Dear Diary, I shouldn't have brought more books to read. No scientific notes were recovered from the facility. Well, we got the monkeys today. Not the monkeys we wanted, mind you. These are freaking proboscis monkeys. I asked that Warner guy what he was thinking when he got these things, and he just shrugged and said we didn't specify what kind of monkeys we wanted. What kind of weirdo hears monkeys and thinks, yeah, I'll get the fat ones with the big noses? We wanted Rhenus macaws, like literally every other research facility on the planet. Now we have to refit everything for 20 monkeys that are twice as big as we expected, or else stick them in cages that are too small. I wonder how he got these things, but I'm afraid to ask. Dude said he's an actor, but I never heard of him. Maybe some German movies or something with a name like that. Imagine having exotic animals smuggling sick as your side job. What a weirdo. Including the deceased instance, only 19 instances of SCP-39 were recovered from the facility. Whereabouts of the missing 20-ish instances are unknown. In 1999, the 20th instance was discovered in SCP-1328, living in an otherwise abandoned house belonging to the Red Actors Troupe. Huh. Yep, thank you. The monkeys are doing fine, passing all the tests way better than they did when they could see. Damien says it's probably because they can remember it better. I still think at least some of it has to do with not being distracted. I think I know better. I think better with my eyes closed. Took the nose off one of the monkeys today to see what would happen. I just figured it would suffocate, but it didn't. Guess it gets all its air from the same place as its food now. Makes me wonder just how much we could take out. If it's not breathing, does it really need a heart? That's about the only internal organ it's got left at this point. Only the heart wouldn't prove the intelligence any, though, so there's no point. Just curious. The one with no nose isn't moving anymore. I thought he was dead at first until we checked for a pulse. You guys must have been depressed. Be pretty unhappy too, I guess, if I couldn't see or talk to any of my friends. I can still hear them around me. If he doesn't shape up soon, we'll have to dissect him. See if we can figure out what happened. We're gonna leave the noses on the rest of him so this doesn't happen again. Called Werner, ordered some chimps. I made sure he knew exactly what animal I was talking about so he didn't show up with a fucking baboon or something. Dissected the noseless one today. Couldn't find anything obviously weird. Ring was still intact and everything. Oh well. Damien said the problem might be specific to the species, since the nose is so important to the social structure. I don't know about that, since I figured the eyes and mouth were pretty damn important too, but we won't know for sure unless we try it on another species. He looks good. Thank you. Werner brought us 2 chimps, both male. They're bigger than I expected. Now that we're done with the monkeys, we're handing them over to Alan. He's going to try to teach them some tricks to impress potential donors. Alan said the monkeys are learning quick. I questioned the wisdom of teaching monkeys to use power tools, but Alan says they don't seem interested in getting up to mischief, monkey business, anymore. Must be the procedure. Decided to start with the nose instead this time, to see if that monkey really freaked out because it couldn't communicate, or because sanity is somehow dependent on the nose or some shit. I probably should have tested that on the monkeys, but we were too busy trying to get out of feeding them to be properly scientific about it. I wish our grant request hadn't been denied. Then we'd have enough money for some trial and error, and we wouldn't have to rely on some actor for our test subjects. I don't like the chimps. The monkeys were alright because they're so funny looking, but the chimps are a little too much like hairy people for me. It feels like they're actually seeing me when they look, if that makes any sense. Doesn't help that I know that they're smarter now. I don't think they like me either. Can't wait till we take their eyes tomorrow. In other news, Alan actually got the monkeys to change the tires on his car. They looked funny doing it, like a furry little pit crew. These must be the smartest monkeys on the planet by now, and Alan says they're still learning. The monkeys are basically geniuses at this point. Alex had them wax his car, do an oil change, and some other car stuff that I don't understand. Hopefully that'll convince the guys upstairs to reconsider our grant. Maybe give us what we need to move on to human experimentation. If that doesn't work, we might at least be able to sell these monkeys to MC&D, or somebody has cheaper, cuter alternatives to real auto mechanics. He looks at you. Thank you. One of the chimps tried to fucking bite me today. I'm not going back in there until we take the mouths. Those bastards can starve for all I care. Damien can handle it. He still doesn't want to take the mouths yet, since those are the last facial features, and he's afraid to do He's afraid the same thing that happened to the monkey with the nose will happen to them. Got a call from Werner today. Said he had one more ape for us. I asked him what he was talking about, but he just laughed. Said he'd be here tomorrow and hung up. Doesn't he know we're already struggling? We don't have space for another damn monkey, much less food. Further information regarding SCP-39-A is restricted to personnel level 3 and higher. Addendum 039-3, information pertaining to SCP-39-A. Access. Special containment procedures. SCP-39-A is to be held in a standard human containment chamber adjusted
Hold
to
on, your
accommodate.
audio's getting a little worse now.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's just like, it's fine for a little and then just starts droning out.
It just does that. Fantastic. Yeah, I might need to find a new cord. Let's see. Description.
Also, chat, I was just eating and just watching the SCP article. Like, trying to keep it scrolled to where it should have been, even though there was a time or two that I was a little slow.
Did you,
You know, the 2 times.
eat the smog ball that Ridge redeemed?
No, I'm eating real food, and that would not go well.
do it.
I'm either going to refund it or do it after. Also,
do it right now.
I guess I should ban that fucking bot.
What bot?
You didn't
That
see
one.
the message, unless you're a mod.
Anyways.
It's hidden.
Description. SCP-39-A is an adult male human named Jacob protected. By the same process that created SCP-39, SCP-39's A's, nose, and mouth, and associated organ systems have all been removed. It has experienced similar enhancements to its intelligence and remaining senses, as well as other physiological or psychological alterations. Following excerpts from Cole's journal relate to SCP-39-A. It's a human. The ape Warner was talking about, it's a fucking person. A guy named Jake. Some crackhead he scraped up off the street, probably just promised him a bunch of drugs to lure him into a creepy red van Warner drives and then dumped him on us. I know our eventual goal here is to boost human intelligence, but we're not ready for human experimentation at this stage. Damien disagrees, says it's a big opportunity. If we can pull off a successful human prototype, then we're bound to get our grant approved, right? He's right, but that doesn't change the fact that this is a whole new level of legal, not to mention dangerous. Not sure I want to do it just yet. I'll get approval from upstairs. Damien. Last night that asshole went behind my back and operated on Jake. Took his whole damn face off, all at once. Jake's lucky he didn't drop dead right there from the shock. Still hasn't woken up yet, so it might still happen. I told Damien I'll feed him to the fucking chimps if he does this again. I am not prepared to dispose of the body. Shouldn't be hard out here in the middle of this damn desert, but still. Jake woke up today, already moving around and everything. Kinda creepy how fast he recovered, and how calm he is about the whole thing. I guess he knew what he signed up for, but you'd think a guy would be at least a little weirded out when he wakes up with a face. Here's something weird. Jake says he isn't craving drugs anymore. He still had some on him when he got here, correct? I don't know what, but he wants us to get rid of it. According to him, he'd normally be wanting a fix right now, but he hasn't felt the urge since the operation. I don't know how taking his face off cured his addiction and enhanced his intelligence, yeah, but it shouldn't alter your brain chemistry like that. If Damien's as stumped as me, he's been knee-deep in that old-ass book that gave him this crazy idea in the first place, trying to figure it out. I would offer to take a look at it, but I don't speak Latin. No books matching this description were recovered from the facility. Jake wanted to save the monkeys today, so, despite my better judgment, we took him to Alan. He was training them to build a car engine, and he was doing a great job, believe it or not. But they could tell somebody new was in the room. I guess they smelled him. A couple of them came over, and he squatted down to pet them. Damien warned him that the monkeys aren't usually very friendly, but didn't seem to mind. He reached up to touch his face, started snorting a whole lot.
It's gotten really bad.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mord.
No, it's fine.
I could go ahead and just take over for you and finish this up.
Well, if you see where I was when I was reading.
Yeah. I don't even fucking remember where you were when you were reading. That's the problem. It's just jumbled letters and words.
Just pass the notebooks.
Said something sooner.
I say it when it gets unintelligible. I'm just
It's
gonna
past
start like
no books.
here.
We were way past that.
I know,
You
but I was
were.
just gonna start there anyway. For Jake woke up today,
Okay.
already moving and everything. It's kind of creepy how fast he recovered and how calm he is about the whole thing. I guess he knew what he signed up for, but you'd think a guy would be at least a little weirded out when he wakes up without a face. Here's something weird, Jake says. He isn't craving drugs anymore. He still had some on him when he got here, crack or meth or I don't know what, but he wants to get rid of it. According to him, he'd normally be wanting a fix right now, but he hasn't felt the urge since the operation. I don't know how taking his face off cured his addiction. Enhances intelligence, yeah, but it shouldn't alter your brain chemistry like that. Damien's as stumped as me. He's been knee deep in that old ass book that gave him this crazy idea in the first place, trying to figure it out. I would offer to take a look at it, but I don't speak Latin.
Can I try and read the notebooks matching real quick just to see if it's better now?
Yeah, sure.
Notebooks matching this description were recovered from the facility.
Only
better.
description, like the start of a word, kind of dipped out for a bit, but it wasn't as bad as usual.
Hmm.
Do you want to
Alright, keep
start
going.
the next one, or?
Take another just in case.
Alright. Jake wanted to see the monkeys today, so despite my better judgment, we took him to Alan. He was training them to build a car engine, and they were doing a great job. Believe it or not, God, I fucking hate when I do that. When I take a pause when it's supposed to just be a like, believe it or not. But they could tell somebody new was in the room. I guess they smelled him. A couple of them came over and he squatted down to pet them. Damien warned him that the monkeys aren't usually very friendly, but they didn't seem to mind. Reached up to touch his face, started snorting a whole lot, seemed kind of excited. I guess because they found a human who's like them. The whole thing was really weird. Now he wants to see the chimps, but I said no. We can't afford to let our only human test subject get mauled to death. Damien does think we can probably take their mouths off, though, since Jake didn't go nuts like the monkey. I guess we'll do that tomorrow, unless something weird happens with Jake. Damien doesn't want to do the chimps until after they meet Jake. Says he wants to see if they make any unusual vocalizations. I don't know what he expects to see, but he says that after the way the monkeys acted yesterday, it might be worth checking out. I said it's still too dangerous, but Damien got kind of shitty about it and said the chimps only act aggressive around me because I don't like them. Said I didn't have to come if I didn't want to, so I won't. I hope they throw shit at him. Well, this is creepy. Damien swears that Jake and the chimps actually communicated. They did that same face-touching thing as the monkeys, and then they were hooting and stuff, and he was nodding his head like he understood. Jake says he doesn't know what Damien's talking about, and I'm not sure what to think. It sounds crazy, but then again, so does trusting a guy with no face. I'm starting to think we're in over our heads here. Knew we should have waited for that grant to start human testing. I wish fucking Werner hadn't brought us this guy. Oh, one more thing. Alan was having the monkeys repaint his car, starting to think he just did this as an excuse to get his car souped up for free. And one of them snuck off with a couple of tools. Took a while to notice he was gone, but me and Alan tracked the little guy down pretty easily, hanging around outside the chimp pen. Not sure where he left the tools, but we can look for them tomorrow.
Let me try this again.
Yeah.
When MTF Epsilon 6 entered the facility, they discovered SCP-39-A living in what was presumably its quarters, shared living space with several instances of SCP-39. Initial interactions were complicated by SCP-39-A's inability to speak, but once communication in writing was established, it willingly entered custody.
That was
Addendum.
better.
Addendum 039-4 Interviews.
Wait a minute. How did they write? Doesn't he have no face? Does he still
I mean, he
lie?
still understands
Yeah, okay,
generally
yeah.
how it. He still understands how to write. It just might be a little sloppier than usual.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but oh wait, he can hear. Okay.
Yes, they kept the ears, thank God.
Okay.
The following is an interview of SCP-39-A conducted by researcher Leroy Carlson. It communicated its answers by typing on a text-to-speech device. Begin log. Good morning. Actually, how do we want to do this? Who wants to be 39?
Ooh.
Since I've already been reading, I could do it. We don't have any. Wait. Did we just read what the SCP-39 does? Because it doesn't... No, wait, no, it
What,
does
right?
have words.
It does
Yeah.
later down, so give it a second and then it kicks in.
Yeah, okay.
If you want to take Researcher Carlson, since he's got more, you take that and then the actions that are performed.
I was gonna say whoever does SCP-39 does the actions.
I mean, fair enough. I would want to do it.
Because most of the time... Yeah, you end up doing them anyway.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm the researcher, right?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Good morning, SCP-039.
SCP-039-A waves at Researcher Carlson.
I'm researcher Leroy Carson.
SCP-39-A offers Researcher Carlson a handshake, which he accepts.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened at the Prometheus Labs facility.
39-A nods.
First, how do you know Werner Gillespie?
Gillespie, I think. I'm not sure. 39-A shrugs. He picked me up in Reno, pulled up beside me on the street in a red van, asked if I wanted to become human. I asked him what the hell he was talking about, and he told me there were some guys out in the desert somewhere who could fix me, make it so I never needed food or water ever again. Make me smarter, too. Sounded too good to be true, like you said, but I figured I didn't have much to lose. Besides, he had drugs, so I got in that creepy-ass van with him, and he took me out to that place in the desert.
Do you know anything else about him?
39-A shakes its head. We didn't exactly have a heart-to-heart.
Did he say why he was interested in this project?
Nope. Said he was helping those guys at the lab find test subjects.
Is there an ad break right now?
Nope.
It's saying there is.
Well, it's probably impending.
I'm just gonna say we keep reading.
Yep.
I think it was your line?
Yeah. You're at IC.
I see. Is there anything else you know about him?
He said he was an actor. Oh, and the van had Florida plates.
Have you had any
I have nothing to
contact-
do with this.
Huh?
I have nothing to do with this.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Wait, why does it have... Wait, why is... Hold on.
Can you just go into the wiki?
What?
Nope. Out. No.
Why is Florida... What?
I mean, you know, I guess it makes sense. Anyways.
Yeah, okay. Have you had any contact... Or did I already read that?
No. Keep going.
Have you had any contact with Gillespie since you brought you to the facility?
Nope.
Are you sure? There seem to be some objects missing from the laboratory, and 2 chimpanzees. Wait, no,
I'm sure.
my bad. Chimpanzees.
Shut the fuck up. I'm sure. The chimps slept on their own after they killed those guys. Figured out how to open a door, ran off into the desert. Probably died out there since they still needed food and water.
God damn it. Then why did
What?
you leave the facility?
Hey, just because I don't need water doesn't mean I can't have a heat stroke. Didn't need to worry about finding food or anything, so I decided to stick around. I figured someone would find me eventually. Too bad it was you guys.
Do you know anything about any books or research notes that the scientists who operated on you might have had?
Shakes its head. Nope. Like I said, I was just a test subject.
Sorry, I got
He looked-
completely lost there.
My fuck, man.
While we're on the subject, how exactly did the chimpanzees escape their cage?
Shrugs. Beats me. Cole probably forgot to lock the cages or something. Even smart people make mistakes.
I suppose. No,
No, he's lying.
I'm requesting the use of enhanced chemical interrogation techniques, Researcher Coulson.
You don't believe me, do you?
I'll ask the questions, thanks.
Will you? Or are you just going to sit there and write?
I'll write as long as I want.
Fine then, take your time. It's not like I have anywhere else to be anyway. You're just gonna put me back in my cell and we're done, right?
Right.
SCP-39 removes its hands from the keyboard and leans back with them behind it. behind its head. Researcher Carlson finished his writing.
Okay, SCP-39. Just one more question.
You really enjoy calling me that, don't you? Makes it easier to forget I'm a person.
Are you able to communicate with the monkeys?
What?
The journal we recovered indicates that you may have been able to communicate with them and the altered chimpanzees in some way.
That must be Cole's journal. You know he's an idiot, right? Not to mention a dick. He didn't like me or the chimps.
Are you saying that you can't communicate with other SCP-39 instances?
I mean, can you communicate with your dog? They're smart animals.
Yes, but I can talk to my dog, and he can see me. You and the monkeys can't do either of those things.
SCP-39A hesitates. I'd like to go back to my cell now. It crosses its arms.
This interview is not over.
Does not respond.
You're not going to cooperate, are you?
Shakes its head.
Fine, but this isn't over. What does this lead to, then? What?
Oh.
Where
The
the hell am
fuck? Extended test logs? What?
What is this?
All of these
Hold
are
on,
really
what
far
SCP
past
were
where we
on
are.
again?
39-A.
Oh.
It's there.
Lying on its bed.
And there's
listening
also
to
one for
music, photos of
39,
sound.
just
Oh.
right above it.
Okay, this is another SCP. Why is this here? This is test logs for a different SCP.
No, it's not.
No,
That's the
Photo
same SCP.
result. Photograph
Hmm.
activity. This is a camera-related SCP that they're testing
No!
on other SCPs.
nope, let me out.
Why
Not
is
dealing with
that,
it.
why is this here cover?
Fine.
I didn't go through
Fine.
another page. What?
Alright. Scroll back down, open up
So
re-enter
confused.
level 3 clearance.
I'm just so confused. Was there any other things that I should have checked? Like Prometheus Labs, I don't think is something we need to check out. Weekly
There's more at the bottom.
sabotage and
What is-
contraband.
so-
Again, this just
Wait,
links
another one.
somewhere. What?
Oh, I think newer entries all have like a shared pool for other additional protocols. Why would they do it like this? That's so stupid. Don't just put them on a fucking list. This is... No, get me
You guys
out.
aren't done,
This
by
is
the way. There's
discussing a containment breach by SCP-39.
There's a second interview, by the way.
Yeah, I know. He's
Yeah, I
on
know.
a fucking
I'm just
tangent.
trying to figure out if there's anything relevant in these offshoots, because this is just a breach of containment done by the creature. Yeah, this just shows that the monkeys gathered tools and staged a containment breach.
Alright. I hate that they organize it like that. That's really dumb.
Researcher Carlson. Oh fuck. Researcher
Carlson.
Carlson's request for chemical interrogation is pending ethics committee approval, as SCP-39's altered physiology, metabolism, and psychology make the effects of amnestics and similar drugs on it difficult to predict. Below is the transcript of Researcher Carlson's second interview with SCP-39, conducted the following day. Hello again, SCP-39.
Does not respond.
I'd like to ask you some questions about the procedure that removed your face.
Nods slowly.
First, how was it performed?
What do you mean?
Was it a surgical operation, a thumb, or a magical ritual? Were you genetically modified?
Shrugs. They didn't tell me the specifics, and I was out during the operation.
You didn't ask?
Shakes head. It's not like I would have understood the science anyway. They just told me it would make me smarter and I wouldn't have to eat anymore. And that I'd go blind, but my hearing would get better, so it wouldn't be so bad.
And you agreed to this?
Nods. You would have too.
What makes you say that?
Thinks briefly. Rough estimate. How much money do you spend on food every month? Groceries, restaurants, everything?
A couple $100. It varies.
Now, imagine that you still had those $100 every month. That's more than $1,000 a year. What would you buy with that? Something that you want but don't have right now because of your budget.
Sorry, the next line just cracks me up.
Oh yeah?
Well, I've been saving up for some Metallica tickets.
Cool. So just think, if you didn't have to eat, you'd get to see Metallica.
Well, yeah, but I like eating.
Do you? Or is that just your biological need to eat tricking your brain into enjoying something it doesn't really have a choice about?
Of course I like eating. I mean, maybe not always, but when I go to a fancy restaurant or something, I do.
Okay, fine. Let me put it like this. You want to lose some weight, right?
What? Look at I'm doing this on camera. Oh.
Just guessing. Most of you people do.
Us people?
People who can afford to eat. Before I got my face off, I only got to eat if I went to a homeless shelter or fished something out of the trash. But you have the opposite problem, don't you? Eating too much.
Well, I suppose so.
Now, imagine if you never had to worry about that. You didn't have to try and fail to exercise self-control when you reach for one more piece of cake or one more deep-fried whatever. Because you can't eat. But that doesn't bother you because you don't want to anyway. Pretty sure, pretty soon after your operation, your body will naturally reach a healthy weight. But you can still build muscle. Heck, I was skinny as a post before I got rid of my face. Now look at me.
I think I'll stick with my diet.
How about this then? How much time do you spend eating every day?
This is such a stupid fucking interview.
It's... Yeah, Carlson's kind of lost the plot a little.
Yeah. How about this then?
Alright,
How much time do you spend eat? Oh, I'm reading the wrong line. My bad.
nice job.
Look, I just wanted to know more about the procedure. This isn't necessary.
You wanted to know why I volunteered, didn't you? I'm trying to explain it to you. Or do you really not want to know?
Fine, carry on.
Dumbass. So how much time do you spend eating?
I don't know, maybe an hour total?
And how much time do you spend cooking, shopping for food, driving back and forth to the place where you shop, bringing in the groceries, putting them away? Or when you go to a restaurant, how much time do you waste deciding where to go, driving out there, waiting for your table, waiting to order for the food, waiting for the check? Then, after you eat, how much time do you spend shitting every day? How much of your life is wasted sitting on a toilet, wiping your own ass, smelling your own shit like an animal? Do you have any idea how much of your short life is wasted fulfilling base biological needs? How much of the stuff you want to do in your life never gets done because you're too busy doing what you have to do?
I understand that, but I like my face where it is.
Shakes its head slowly. Well, maybe if you were in the shoes that I was in, you'd think differently. From where I was, a face was a small price to pay. I don't guess it matters now, though, since I'm in a box.
I'm sorry about that, but surely you can understand the kind of uproar that a man with no face would cause if we just let you wander around in public.
Hesitates for several seconds, fingers hovering above the keyboard. Did you have any other questions?
Well, we're wondering if you've experienced any other psychological changes. The monkeys show much higher cognitive performance than unaltered ones, and we want to know if you've experienced anything similar.
Oh, definitely. It's a little more complicated than just being smarter, though.
How so?
Well, it's all about attention. I can hear better now with the SCP gestures to the upper half of its face. But I also listen better, if that makes any sense, because I'm not distracted anymore. I never realized it before, and you probably didn't either. I'm not sure anyone can tell if they have still have a face, but people are always distracted, thinking about 1,000 different things, worrying about your job, or lack of one in my case, trying to figure out what you're gonna have for dinner, where you're gonna sleep, how you're gonna get your next fix, whatever that is for you. But I don't have to deal with all that anymore, so I can pay attention, really pay attention, when I'm listening, and remember all of it. And when I'm thinking, trying to solve a math problem or something, I can concentrate, really concentrate. It's like the difference between being sober and being drunk. Fuck, that was a run on.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the documents we found indicate that you were addicted to drugs before the operation.
I was a crackhead before they took my face off, but I haven't craved it even a little bit since the operation. Didn't even withdraw. That's interesting to you, I imagine.
Yes, it is. Do you know why this is the case?
Not scientifically. Seemed like Damien and the other guys didn't expect that, but I do know. Pauses briefly. Intrinsically, spiritually, I can feel it, if that makes any sense.
Can you explain this feeling?
It's simple, really. It's like what I was talking about with the food. Now that my face is gone, and a whole bunch of my organs too, I don't know which ones exactly, but most of them. I'm cut off from that.
From what?
Urges, base instincts, the monkey brain. Before, my body craved things: food, water, sex, drugs, booze. I could barely think, really think, the way I do now. But not anymore. When they removed my face, they removed the monkey. Now it's just me in here. SCP-39-A taps its forehead. Just a rational human being in complete control of himself.
Huh.
Huh.
I think it's. What did this lead to? Is it just another random? Yeah.
Extended.
Okay.
Nope, out.
Yeah. Let's just not deal with that. It's funny
Absolutely not.
monkey procedure then.
It's ironically removing the monkey from the monkey.
Funny no monkey procedure then.
Yes, yes.
How much money do SCP employees get every month if you can't even afford a Metallica concert? Well, the SCP's funds aren't unlimited.
I disagree with that. They are literally funded by the world governments, all of them.
They are, but still, like, so,
It's more so that it's more so that money isn't a object to them, but I imagine paychecks are still kind of a weird thing for them to figure
yeah,
out.
they
It
can't
probably
exactly
depends on level of
afford to pay
researcher.
people like insane amounts of money. So I
I
think
mean,
they still get
research probably still have to be paid more than like their non clandestine equivalents,
yeah. I
since
have to imagine
the
some of it has to deal with like, of course, even just the researchers and stuff get paid higher, but I think like the risks they probably have to sign like an agreement to like, hey, we know
well,
that you might die, and that's to be expected.
I think it's more so just an issue of we don't know anything else beyond like what little we glean from researcher Carlson. We don't know what his life is like, whether he's alone or has a huge family or something.
I'm gonna Google how much do SCP employees get paid.
Fucking hell.
There's no way
I
there's
mean,
like an actual
I feel like they
metric.
could afford to pay the researchers well because they have so much free labor in the form of Class D.
I mean, yeah,
people.
that certainly helps things, but they also have to have a fair number of researchers, and especially security guard, I imagine, are paid well, even if they probably go through them like copy paper.
There are no real world salaries associated with the SCP Foundation. Oh,
But it's
Oh no.
real!
but the SCPs are real.
They are real to me! Anyways,
Yeah, I think that was a good article.
it was. I
Aside from
had
the,
a
like
couple.
random links to just like SCP
I
968 or
I
whatever.
don't have an issue with the article. I have an issue with the modern formatting. Why the fuck okay, so imagine this, right? You work for the SCP Foundation. Real luxurious. You then, if you're trying to look for specific related documentation for like, say, a containment breach, why the fuck would you go to a big long list of every modernly documented SCP who have recently had a containment breach? Why would it not be listed on the page of the thing you're currently looking into?
This one's weird.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a newer format.
It's
I don't even think
newer, but
this
it's
is a
not
newer
meant
format. This is just wrong.
It is a newer format because it has containment class and hazard rating.
Huh.
And also, it's not a safe Euclid or Keter.
Oh yeah, but anomalous human isn't an object class.
I mean, it could be a bit of both. It could just be wrong and also newer. Remember, SCP is also kind of becoming bloated as more time goes on.
Yeah. When is this done?
I wonder what the original SCP-40 was, or if
This
you even
was
had
3
one.
years ago.
Oh, you.
Yeah. Who wants this pile of steaming shit?
Well, let's not get too
Yeah, I
angry at
don't
it
know anything
yet.
about it yet. That's unfair.
I'll do it.
Otherwise, I'll make you read it.
Because I haven't done one in like 4.
Yeah, if you want to, go right ahead. Also, Viggle's dead.
Yeah, Vigil died. Let me finish chewing my popcorn kernels.
Item number.
Popcorn kernels are hard to eat, by the way. You shouldn't
Oh,
eat
yeah.
them. Okay. I'm gonna pull it up on my own monitor as well because your screen share is like slightly blurry, so I can't. I sometimes mix up
I
letters
see
like
how
an
it is.
A
I'm
or
not
an
good
O.
enough.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're the worst.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll try to keep up with where you're at.
Actually, if I looked it on your stream, it would be your stream is a lot like your actual Twitch stream is a lot more clear, but
Huh.
that's fine. I'll just
For me, it's the opposite, but whatever works.
I'll make sure to stop every once in a while so you have time to scroll and stuff.
You may fire when ready.
Okay, I'm almost finished. I
Alright.
put like 4 kernels in my mouth, so okay. Item number SCP-40. Object class anomalous human. Containment class active. Hazard rating yellow. Standard containment policies. 2-person residential module. No amenity restrictions. Access to site library, recreational facilities, cafeteria, and public areas under supervision. Dietary restriction. Mild peanut allergy. Youth educational curriculum enrollment. Doctors Abernathy, Logan, and Aizawa. Bi-weekly psychological review. Dr. Abernathy. Schedule B experimentation plan. Special containment procedures. SCP-40-1A, 1C, and 1J have been approved to remain in containment chamber with SCP-40 for purposes of the subject's mental well-being. Security Chief Special Order 392-5 redacted/redacted/redacted. All other entities modified by SCP-40 during testing are to be disposed of after study according to standard biological specimen clearance protocols, as outlined in document CDP-BIO-EN-1. Description: SCP-40 is a human child capable of at-will manipulation of the physical characteristics of living organisms. Modified organisms are collectively referred to as SCP-40-1. Scroll a little. Actually, do you want me to do the table chart? I can do that real quick. That's just date of birth is around 2000, because he claimed to be 8 years old at date of
Containment.
containment, yeah. Place of birth, unknown. Date of containment, redacted, 2008. Height, 111 centimeters. Weight, 20.7 kilograms. Hair, bright pink. Eyes, green for R, yellow L. Oh, right and left. Green, right, yellow, left, heterochromia. Black sclera, left. Blind in left eye. Skin sensitive to burns and easily bruised. Hair is brittle and falls out easily. Modifications are primarily cosmetic, ranging from simple color and pattern changes to more involved shifts in bodily forms and structure. The creation of new specialized organs is possible, but appears to be at the limit of SCP-40's abilities and currently has a 66% failure rate in testing. Modifications are limited to what would be physically possible, regardless of the probability for such feature naturally arising. For example, while SCP-40 can grant an organism wings that does not naturally possess them, they will not permit the creature to fly without meeting other physical requirements. SCP-40-1 undergo behavior shifts as part of the modification process, acting with extreme loyalty to SCP-40, regardless of prior association. SCP-40's anomalous properties require significant focus and time to enact, and cause intense headaches and nausea when performed for more than a few minutes at a time. The effect becomes increasingly unreliable and inaccurate the smaller the modifications or more complex the changes are. SCP-40 is incapable of altering microscopic organisms and has great difficulty in altering plant life. Dead organic matter may also be used, but must be used in conjunction with a living organism. Instances of SCP-40-1 cannot be modified more than once, though it is currently unknown if there is a hard limit of SCP-40's properties or from a lack of mastery over them. SCP-40's emotional state is within acceptable boundaries for an individual of its age group, accounting for the effects of prolonged containment and parental separation. Subject's intelligence is slightly above average for its age group. Behavior is generally cooperative. SCP-40 acclimatized quickly to containment and responded well to the initial orientation and socialization programs. SCP-40 responds to the name 40 and does not appear to have any other given chosen personal name. Recovery summary. Subject was taken into custody on redacted 2008 as a part of the raid of the Keys to the Kingdom Christian Charter School for Gifted Youth in redacted, Colorado. The raid's primary objective being the capture and execution of redacted, a former CIA operative who had previously worked alongside Foundation intermediaries as part of Project Black Book, Project Smilodian, and Operation Stargate from 1967 to 1971 was successful. Redacted was terminated on site and disposed of without incident. Of the 15 children recovered from the facility, SCP-40 was the only one to demonstrate anomalous properties. The others were administered amnestics and placed in Foundation observed foster care. Interviewers with staff at the school revealed that they were unaware of Redacted's prior history or any connection with the Foundation operations. They were administered amnestics and put under a 6-month communications monitor. No relapses were recorded. See Operation Tatzelworm After Action report for complete event record.
Okay, so respectfully, I've kind of zoned the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
So
It's a kid that can morph stuff.
Yeah, it's a
but it
kid
has
that can
certain
morph stuff.
limitations. I was around for like, hang on, scroll down to about where SCP-40's emotional state began. Don't worry, you can keep going. Just for the record, I tuned out kind of phased.
Okay, I could like summarize it. So you know everything before here. This is majorly just how they encountered it. There was like a weird school and 15
Got
other
it.
kids. Only one was anomalous. The other 14 amnestized, put into foster care. See Tatzelworm After Action report. That's pretty much all you missed.
Okay.
And then the reason that they raided that, they weren't like looking for the kid. They were looking for a CIA operative that had like found themselves in that school teaching.
I see.
Yeah. Okay. Addendum -1. SCP-40 is currently allowed custody of the following SCP-40-1 instances. SCP-40-1A. Symbiotic organism capable of changing size, shape, color, and texture in reaction to its environment. Subject serves as an outer clothing, similar to a jacket or sweater, and absorbs nutrients from SCP-40's bloodstream. Subject was recovered alongside SCP-40, and genetic testing reveals that the subject shares the majority of its genetic makeup with the common house cat. SCP-40-1C. Spherical organism capable of flight by means of rubbery bladders filled with lighter than air gas mixture. Entity has 11 limbs terminating in opposable digits and a complex respiratory system capable of replicating a wide variety of musical patterns. What? So it's like
It's a toy.
It's a gas
it's a
bag.
toy that can fly and make music.
Yeah.
He made himself a fucking fleshy ornithopter. Anyways.
SCP-40-1J. quadrupedal organism covered in a thick coat of pink and blue fur. Entity has no eyes, a broad mouth with blunt teeth, and is capable of climbing up surfaces, occasionally used by SCP-40 as a means of transportation.
Fucking damn it.
Speed. Hold on,
Addendum to-
hold on a
It,
moment.
real quick, they didn't really give any indication of how fucking how big
Yeah.
the other creature was. Yeah, just imagine it's a capybara that's pink and blue.
Just this climbing up a fucking wall.
Oh my
This is exactly what I'm
Anyways.
imagining.
Oh my god.
Means of
The following-
transport.
The following interview excerpt is dated redundant
2008.
or redacted 2008, shortly after SCP-40's initial containment and orientation sessions. Do we want to do?
Who wants to be 40? Who wants to be Abernathy?
I can say it's 40.
Okay.
Would you like to do Abernathy? Lord?
Sure, why not?
Alright.
Good morning, 40.
Good morning, Miss Abernathy.
Sounds like you're getting over your cold.
Did that cut out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad.
Did it cut
Can I
out?
ask, Helix, I'm going to skin you.
I didn't do anything.
I'm going to do so anyway. Sorry. I'm glad. Can I ask you a few questions before we start with today's lesson?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about your parents?
Mr. Green said that I don't have any.
Can you tell me about Mr. Green then? Oh, there's a little red mark.
It's
Hang on. Investigation during Operation Tatzelworm confirmed that Redacted had been operating under the name Henry Green since at least
Oh.
82. Ah,
So
the
that's,
operative.
so that's the operative that they killed.
Ah, okay. Continue.
He was nice, but he wasn't very good at talking. He would always talk like this, but he wasn't there a lot of the time. Most of the time, it was the nurses looking after us.
And what did they do for you?
They'd play games with us and teach us things, and sometimes they would make us wear these dumb helmets and sit quiet for a long time. Sometimes they'd put a movie on for us if we behaved, but if we were bad, they would lock us in our rooms.
Can you tell me anything else?
They always served us peas for dinner, and I hate peas, so I gave mine to 5 because she liked peas. But I think green beans are better. She sounds like such a child.
I mean, it is a child.
Yeah, I know.
I like green beans.
That's probably like
Alright,
shortly after they recovered it.
I like green beans. Addendum 3. Redacted 2009. SCP-40 successfully reanimated a deceased human body during testing, using 3 specimens of a brown rat. As the required living component, resultant subject retained no memories of previous life and was judged to be an appropriate mental capacity of a human toddler. SCP-40 was highly distressed by the event and refused further testing for the next 3 weeks. Footnotes. Investigate. Yeah, we already had that. Okay.
That's
Funny, weird child.
It's just a kid, yeah.
I like to imagine it's operating off of imagination. Its powers. So it's not so much that it can't morph things, it's just it's trying to think of, okay, how do I make this thing have wings?
How do I move this thing, eh?
Yeah,
Wouldn't
kind
it
of.
be funny if you were actually my coat and then you just turn into a coat?
You did that to someone's cat.
Yeah.
I love how it doesn't even say like what the they said lighter than air gas mixture. They don't even know
Well,
what it
yeah,
is.
it could have been any gas in there. They probably didn't have the opportunity to fucking pop it open.
Yeah, I don't think they would, because then she would go crazy.
Yeah.
So presumably just like helium, but whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, who wants 41?
Is Ridge still here?
I think he left. No, he is. He is.
He's call, but that's
Ridge,
not
are you
much.
alive?
Death
Ward,
to the
when
Ridge.
Did you get one last?
Last one. The one right before this. 40 was his, I think.
So this would be
Yeah.
mine then,
Or wait.
by
No, sorry.
One of them.
39. Yeah, the monkeys. That was him.
Big monkey.
He did do
That was a
monkey.
long-ass
Okay,
one.
this one's mine then.
I mean, I'm fine either way.
This one's
As long as I don't
short.
get 49, I think I'm okay.
This is short mine.
49 is going to be a fucking group effort.
I want to see that. I'm gonna skip to it.
SCP-41, Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-41 is to be hospitalized at Bioresearch Area 12. Though not Keter class, should SCP-41's abilities ever propagate beyond a reasonably containable area, the risk of SCP-sensitive information being broadcast to the public remains too great a risk and warrants area-level isolation away from the general populace. SCP personnel wanting to keep their thoughts private are advised to remain outside of a 15-meter radius from SCP-41, beyond the designated red circle on the floor. It is beneficial
like a
to the
Mr.
mental
Beast
health of... Oh, sorry, what's up?
Sorry, it's like a Mr. Beast challenge.
Mr.
I hate
Beast. It is beneficial to the mental health of SCP-41 to have a sitter in the room who watches television and concentrates on its programming. This allows 41 to effectively watch television through the mind of someone else. The optimal sitter is a Class D personnel with below average intelligence, whose mind does not wander or have more than one train of thought at a time. Though not mind control, SCP-41 has used its abilities to coerce sitters into watching programming that they don't themselves enjoy. SCP-41's tastes vary between gore/slasher films, having even expressed interest in snuff, and children's programming. Description: SCP-41 is a male human suffering from irreversible damage to his central nervous system, which is believed to have been caused by an infection of a rare strain of bacterial meningitis. Although antibiotics were successful in clearing the infection, the membrane surrounding his brain and spinal cord had reacted to the infection by severing many neurons connecting the central nervous system to the rest of the body. SCP-41 must rely on a respirator to sustain his breathing, a biventricular pacemaker to keep his heart beating, and a nasogastric tube to provide nutrition. Visually, SCP-41 appears to be in a persistent vegetative state. However, observers in the presence of SCP-41 begin to realize that their thoughts, along with everyone else's in about a 10-meter radius from SCP-41, are broadcast in a semi-audible fashion. Aside from being the source, SCP-41 is also capable of broadcasting his own thoughts to those present. Anyone forming an idea using words will have those thoughts unwillingly transmitted to others in this range as mind-audible speech, which cannot be recorded by any known equipment. Correction, see Addendum 1. Mind-audible speech may be heard using whatever voice a subject chooses to think with. Most typically, this is the subject's normal voice. See Document 1. Visual thoughts and images are broadcast as well, but are not received as readily. Images are most effectively transmitted when both the sender and the receiver have their eyes closed. The sender concentrates on a single object without environment or background, and the receiver's mind is clear of conscious thoughts. Communication between subjects using visual images, particularly those not rooted in memory but in imagination, is usually difficult. The sender typically has trouble conceiving a highly detailed mental object from a single point of view, while the receiver will often try to fill in the gaps of missing information, ultimately resulting in the receiver seeing a different image from what was sent. The most difficult imagery to be successfully broadcast appear to be as a person's face, particularly the image of one person in motion.
Okay, you can continue. I will be right back.
Okay. Although able to transmit his thoughts to others, SCP-41 is not very talkative. Attempts to persuade SCP-41 to divulge any information about his abilities have been so far fruitless. SCP-41 is typically silent and normally will not respond to any direct attempts at communication. However, SCP-41 appears to have a sense of humor, as he interjects occasional comments in the conversations of others. He's so funny!
He's so funny.
Addendum 1. While researcher Redacted was taking voice notes using a digital audio recorder, a fellow researcher was changing the television in SCP-41's room. While the television was on a channel of static, disembodied voices could be heard filtered through the white noise. Attempts to record mind-audible speech with the white noise generators and sound recording equipment have begun to yield modest results. Though most audio is garbled and recorded sounds may or may not be voices and are widely left toward individual interpretation. It's the fucking voice box
Holy
from
run.
Phasmophobia. Addendum 2. It has come to my attention that several personnel have used SCP-41 as an ad hoc she likes me not detector. This is one of the most appalling things I've ever heard.
Are we safeguarding potentially world-destroying objects, or are we in 3rd grade, Dr. Klein? That's so funny. Document 1. Researcher's quote. You know, the first time I was in that room with Kent and 41, I kept hearing this singing. It was this little girl's voice singing some kid's song. It wasn't the TV, and it definitely wasn't a radio. It was in our heads, you know? So I think, you know, if I was stuck in bed without anything else to do, I'd sing like a little girl too. And then this voice comes into my head. Hey, it's not me. I don't know that tune. And then old Kent looks at me, gone all white in the face. You know. This event occurred after SCP-239 was placed in a chemically induced coma. Any connection between the two SCPs is currently unconfirmed. Did I, like, read this wrong, or is this just weird?
This part?
Yeah, no, I think that the person just talks funny.
Yeah, he just says, you know,
You
a
know?
lot. That's like his.
Yeah,
that's like his.
you know?
Like it's
You
instead
know?
of saying he goes, you know, you know. A lot of people.
He's from the bad part of whatever city they stole him from.
When did you get back?
Just now.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
go to the
looked at
bathroom
49.
real quick.
By the way, it had full voice acting for some portions, which is pretty cool.
49 has voice acting? That's
Yeah, for the
Probably
interviews. Holy shit.
That's a fucking horse.
That's Uma Musume right there.
John
Oh, God.
Unamusume. Ridge! We said the word! Come back to us!
I just realized that I still have a hole in my foot. Maybe I should check if that's bleeding or not. Oh, it looks like it's
Yeah,
sealed up.
call you for the time of need.
Right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Decide amongst yourself who wants this one, or if I'm taking this one.
I'm chatting amongst myself. I have 3 Oreos left to eat. I've had an entire roll in the past like 3 hours. That fucking baboon one was unnecessarily long with all the interviews. I mean, it was interesting.
It was, but I actually kind of enjoyed the idea.
Mhm.
Its execution was a little iffy in spots, but I really liked the idea that they're particularly perceptive to being taught things. So some guy just taught them how to fucking repair his car.
Yeah, that's so funny.
So it's
Oh
like,
my
for
God.
implication, anything could be taught to them, and they would be very perceptive.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
I'm not going to.
You should. You need to.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I don't trust him with the camera.
It's a kitty cat.
Yeah, I'm aware. I've seen his cat before.
It's awesome. You
That is
have to
true.
see it.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Is that the cat purring, or was that part of the ambient music?
No idea.
No!
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back, and the first thing I see is a message from WeFit saying SCP-42, gold ship.
God damn it. So fucking horse.
We got a message from
Oh,
Ridge. It's a video. I'm not watching that. Oh,
Also,
hi,
other
Bob.
guys who hasn't said anything. I'm fine with this. I see.
Alright, did you decide who was taking this one?
No, we kind of got distracted.
Oh, okay.
Probably you.
You want it?
Brandon, do you see stream?
I'm busy doing something, Bobston.
I'm shaving Peanut.
You're shaving her?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh lord. Poor kitty. Oh well, back to stream. Go ahead and start
I was
whenever.
gonna say you do it because I did 40, and he did 41.
Oh,
You do 42, I do 43.
but I don't want to read.
Maybe I'll do this one and you can do 43 because 43 is super short. Wait, is it actually super short?
This one is short. But I could take
Lambert?
it with more to go next.
I'd be fine with taking a larger SCP once it comes up.
You think it'd chop
Yeah.
Peanut in half?
Yeah, I'll take 42. Brendan, you take 43, and then
Let's double
Ward,
check
you can take
first.
44. I literally looked at
I think
43. It
that's
is
a good
so
deal. I think
short.
that's a good deal, actually.
What is 44? Is 44 long?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was just saying I wanted to do the longer. I don't want to read 5 words. I kind of want to read
If you get like a
words.
particularly short one and you feel shafted, feel free to say you want to take the next one, and like we can fucking just ball it. These are a lot of
Yeah.
short ones in quick succession, so yeah, you can go ahead and take this one.
Okay. We could also have somebody take 43 and 44. Those are short. Whatever. Horse. Okay. Item number SCP-42. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-42 is currently housed within minimum security paddock 12 at Bioresearch Area 32. Despite SCP-42's seemingly disinclination to attempt escape at this point, security measures must still be maintained at all times. Previous attempts to maintain the health of the ground cover in Paddock 12 have failed to date. Despite regular watering, SCP-42's presence leaves the ground parched wherever it treads, as it has not been determined what happens to added water. The program of watering has been discontinued as unnecessary and potentially hazardous to the local water table. Monitoring of local well levels and sampling of the area's water is to be carried out on a weekly basis. Personnel interacting with SCP-42, including any handlers, medical personnel, feeders, and custodial staff, must submit a thorough search, including data redacted, prior to entrance into Paddock 12. Any personnel attempting to smuggle a weapon or an object which can be used as a weapon is to be immediately data redacted. Personnel are to undergo psychological screening once per week after interacting in any way with SCP-42. Medical personnel examining the wounds on SCP-42's back are to be closely monitored at all times, lest they attempt to euthanize SCP-42.
Oh no, I don't.
Whoa.
Like this. I don't.
So
like
they just tried.
this.
Wow.
So it just compulsively influences people to try and kill it?
No.
Or maybe people just don't like it and they want to kill it.
Anomalous effect. I think it's pity.
They just really want to shoot that fucking horse.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's fucking pity. Oh, keep going.
Description: SCP-42 is an animal believed to be a member of the genus Equus. Its coat is white in color with some small brown spotting. It stands at 183 centimeters, 18 hands. What the fuck?
Listen, man.
British people.
Okay. To its withers and weighs 710 kilograms. Its weight has dropped significantly since it has been in Foundation custody, due to both atrophy from lack of physical activity and refusal to eat. The liquid nutrient diet forcibly administered keeps it alive, but it remains emaciated and weak. SCP-42 exhibits 2 large bone protrusions from its back, linked to the powerful musculature now atrophied throughout its back. These bones end at 37 meters from the surface of its back, and they protrude with the skin at open. From the skin at open, ragged wounds. To date, no healing has been To date, no healing has been observed of these wounds, though some clotting must be taking place for SCP-42 to have not bled out. Aww. SCP-42 exhibits a listless demeanor and has been unresponsive to any attempt by skilled handlers to incite activity. If allowed to do so, SCP-42 will lay down on the ground immobile, not moving to eat, drink, or relieve itself. Pain response conditioning has proved somewhat effective in getting SCP-42 to rise so that it can be cleaned, but eventually it will attempt to lay down again no matter the strength of the shock administered, even to the point of losing consciousness. Researchers are divided as to SCP-42's level of intelligence. While some believe that it is simply an animal and no smarter than others in its genus, others have come to believe that it may be in fact sapient. Sapient. It has been shown to make eye contact with persons entering Paddock 12, most of whom describe its look as pleading. SCP-42 has been involved in accidents on multiple occasions where it has been injured on pieces of equipment or its enclosure, which those arguing for intelligence believe to have been intentionally caused by SCP-42. Addendum. A request was submitted by Dr. Redacted to transfer SCP-42 to Bio-Research Area 4 on Redacted 19 Redacted, which was approved by 05-5. Dr. Redacted altered transportation documents to indicate oh my gosh, why can't I speak? Altered transportation documents to indicate that SCP-42 was to be airlift rather than transported by armed convoy. During transit, Dr. Redacted overpowered the pilot of the transport aircraft and took the controls, plunging the craft into a steep dive. Passengers and cargo experienced nearly a minute of weightlessness before security personnel regained control of the aircraft and leveled off. As Dr. Redacted was being bound and the plane landed, SCP-42 broke free of containment and kicked 2 security personnel to death in the cargo area. Cargo bay security footage shows that after this point, SCP-42 approached Dr. Redacted and touched its muzzle to his face. Dr. Redacted exhibited signs of euphoria while contact was maintained, but when additional security personnel subdued SCP-42 with tranquilizer darts and contact was broken, he collapsed into a catatonic state from which he did not recover. After hearing concerning his actions, Dr. Redacted was euthanized while under Foundation medical care on Redacted 19 Redacted. What the fuck is this article? I thought it was gonna be...
It's a fucking miserable horse that is anomalous and just kind of wants to die.
I think it wants to just be free.
Why wouldn't they kill it? Why wouldn't they just kill it?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not
just
the
think...
SCP Foundation's way.
Well, they have neutralized things before, but they usually only neutralize them if they're like a big danger.
They might also be worried about what happens if you neutralize the horse, because the people who are saying it's sapient are also mentioning it's been trying to incite accidents, whether or not it simply wants to end itself, or if something happens when it dies, is unknown.
Typically, yeah, if it's a safe thing, they will opt to keep it safe, because who knows what could happen if the state of things changes. Like, if
That's
it
really
dies,
sad,
it can
though.
blow up and destroy the
SCP-042 is the only living creature that 682 takes pity upon simply because it deems it not worth killing. Or some bullshit.
That's so
Wait,
sad.
so this was my article, right?
Have at it.
That's actually so sad. Like, the researcher tried to kill it. Because he wanted to put him out of his suffering.
That I don't think that's an anomalous effect. They just see the state this thing is in, like atrophied, malnutrition, like just laying on the ground in the mud, has to be shocked to like get it to stand up for cleaning.
So yeah, otherwise this thing is basically just a mistreated horse.
Yeah.
And then, like, sucks in
it's pretty
water.
clear that there's some anomalous property to it.
Yeah, it's
just
the water as well. I don't know if you caught that. Like it
besides the
drains
water,
the water stuff, yeah. Or the
It drains
nutrients
water.
from the dirt.
SCP-43, Object Class Safe, Special Containment Procedures. SCP-43 requires no special containment, although it is recommended that SCP-43 not be used for purposes other than testing. A turntable is to be maintained in the same room for testing. Description: SCP-43 appears to be a vinyl copy of the White Album by the Beatles. However, upon closer inspection, the record has no grooves. In spite of this, the record will play from start to finish, regardless of the starting position of the needle. When the 29th track is reached, instead of playing Revolution 9, the disc stops spinning and faint breathing can be heard. Occasionally, the entity responsible for the breathing will speak in a male voice. The entity will respond to questions and shows a profound encyclopedic knowledge of the music industry, musical theory, and obscure trivia about many bands and artists. However, the entity refuses to answer questions regarding the Beatles or its own personal details. Inside the jacket, a small handwritten note was found reading, "Limited edition, 1 of 1. Thanks, John."
It's the spirit of John Lennon and the fucking
Do we get to see the questions?
Huh? What the fuck? Oh no.
Like, what does it have to do with any of that?
I'm so
I mean,
confused.
I'm just looking for words of...
Why is this tied to SCP-1969?
You killed Paul McCartney? I just scrolled randomly in it.
But McCartney didn't die, he's still alive.
I
mean,
that's
yeah,
enough
he
reading
is.
for me. More?
Nope, you're taking this one too, fuckwit.
God damn it. I just read Weepin's comment. Uma Musume sad derby.
I know.
SCP-44, Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. A constant stream of hydrogen ions, unbound oxygen atoms, and other trace free radicals emanate from the muzzle of SCP-44 at all times. Because of this, the docking stations of SCP-44 are to be well ventilated to keep dangerous gases and moisture from accumulating. Muzzle coverings are to be fitted at all times to keep birds and small animals from investigating the large open barrel of SCP-44. Oh, that is... I'm just gonna skip the fucking block of redacted stuff there. Addendum.
Just read 2000.
Is there just... Why is the addendum before the description?
Fine.
I don't know.
Addendum.
Maybe
As
it's based...
SCP-44 has not been involved in any significant incidents in the redacted years it has been held by the Foundation, SCP-44 has been reclassified as safe. Must I really define significant incidents? If containment procedures and standard safety protocols are followed, 44 appears to be no more dangerous than any other big fucking gun. No, the bear incident does not count. 05 redacted. What is the bear incident?
Like the idea that presumably Dr. Bright, right? So Dr. Bright probably tried to use that fucking thing to shoot a bear of some kind.
Description. SCP-44 is a howitzer secretly manufactured in the late stages of the Second World War by Krupp engineers. I don't know if I said that right. I don't care.
You did.
Personally supervised by Albert Speer, German Minister of Armaments and War Production under Badman. SCP-44 is unique not only because of its size, big number, but also because it fires unconventional artillery using an atypical delivery method. Rather than having a breech for loading shells, the rear of the barrel is configured into a massive air compression chamber. Any object or pile of object that fits may be loaded into SCP-44's muzzle to be used as ammunition. Because of its size, SCP-44 must remain rail-mounted and requires 2 freight locomotives to move. Researchers believe that SCP-44 weakens molecular and atomic bonds in any material loaded into its muzzle. However, the method by which SCP-44 affects molecular bonds is not known due to primarily the numerous complex mechanisms that compose the housing and workings of SCP-44. In fact, some mechanisms appear useless and seem to do nothing other than spin or make noise, even when SCP-44 is not supplied with power. Both equipment and personnel have been lost while exploring the inside of SCP-44's barrel. SCP-44 is fired. When SCP-44 is fired, all matter within its barrel is ejected at a high rate of speed as a glowing red slug, proportional in size to the amount of mass loaded into the muzzle. Upon striking a solid object or the ground, the slug explodes with a yield proportional to the mass of the original ammunition at no less than a redacted mass-to-energy conversion rate. The yield will also increase somewhat the longer the slug remains in the barrel. The greatest known yield was achieved when the administrator's 9,000 kg, 20,000 pound personal diesel pickup truck was loaded in its entirety into the muzzle of SCP-44 and fired in the pictured experiment.
Fucking nuclear bomb.
Okay, I like this.
I like that this is just
It's
definitely
just the
Dr.
fucking-
Bright fucking with the
It's
administrator.
just a fucking junk jet howitzer. That's hilarious. Oh, that's wonderful. That might be one of my personal favorites.
So what was the bear incident?
Well, I think it's one of those things where it's funnier if you don't elaborate.
What is the bear incident?
Incident. We don't talk about the bear incident.
Alright, there is an ad break coming up, so
I'll give it a sec.
yeah. I mean, I just now got the pop-up, which means there's like 2 minutes until it starts.
Incredible.
So 3 minutes.
Can you proc it now?
I don't think I can unless I have like another tab open.
can on,
I don't know if it'll let me because it probably says like another one is like about to start.
You
I
can on
fuck-
Stream Manager, but
I fucking hate Discord too, but I hate Twitch.
we got through 15 already, right?
I just hit
Curfew.
the button.
Well, let's see.
It says there's 2 ad breaks in progress on my end. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, one
Could
just
be an
procced.
outbreak on another.
Hopefully I didn't just force like 7 minutes of ads on you guys or some shit.
200-minute ad.
So how long do we want to keep going, Felix?
What was that?
How long do we want to keep going?
I mean, I'm still feeling pretty good if you guys want to keep going, but
Oh, I'm content. I just wanted to be sure because it is 10 already.
yeah. Again, I only have a set start time. I don't have a set end time.
Yeah, understood.
I think we could like go to like 50, maybe, depending on how. Actually, no, maybe not. We go to 48.
I was gonna say, I think regardless
Depending on
of
like,
how,
if we get more that were like the other one I just did, then like yeah, 50's a goal.
out of curiosity, have a look at 49 in terms of like raw length.
It's pretty long, and there's also it's definitely the longest so far.
49's
The text is smaller.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
that's the
Doctor.
Plague Doctor.
Okay,
Um,
we could just stop before Plague Doctor and then pick up next stream.
Yeah.
Or no,
Maybe we don't
we'll stop
start
one
with Plague.
before Plague Doctor. So like
And
what,
looking
47?
at just the interviews, it looks like they're because it's all voice actored.
Ooh.
That's fine. We can listen to voice actors.
It looks to be
yeah.
about 15 minutes of voice acting.
Okay, so
I would rather start a stream with that. than-
for what we're doing here, I almost want to just say go look at SCP-049 yourselves. Like, there's parts that we could read, but
I think we definitely. I think we do it. I think just. I
Well-
think we're here to experience the wiki. I'm not necessarily here just for the reading.
I mean, yeah.
Like I
But also,
want.
I don't want to be sitting in silence as Vulcan is reading aloud to me. At least I assume that's who they got to do 049, because God knows.
I think it's like. I don't think it's like the article is actually fully voice acted. I think there's interviews with voice acted characters.
Yeah, but what I mean is for that period of 15 or so minutes of pure voice acting, we'll kind of just be listening to it, which doesn't really.
I
It's
think
like
we
it's
finish
smaller
47
snippets.
and then we just pick up. Then we'll decide what we're doing then. I think.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, if
It's
we
smaller
get to the
snippets,
voice acted
though.
parts and decide it's really annoying and we don't want to listen to them, we'll just ignore them.
Alright. As long as it's like something we also can read, then we could just put our own onto it. But
Yeah. Alright, what were you gonna say, Null? Sorry for interrupting you. No?
no,
Oh,
he's
no,
fucking dead.
I interrupted him one too many times and I died.
Point and laugh at him.
I'm sorry. Why is there any messaging from spam? Left the oven on. So true.
Anyways,
Yeah, this one's yours.
oh, right, moment. Alright. Item number, SCP-45. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-45 is to be kept affixed to an examination platform in a hemispherical chamber measuring 5 meters in radius at Oceanographic Research Station 12, located at redacted on the seafloor of the Pacific Ocean. The chamber is to be kept filled with gaseous neon at equilibrium pressure with the surrounding environment. Why the fuck? Fine, noble gas, I guess. Chamber is to be kept filled with gaseous neon at equilibrium pressure with the surrounding environment. The chamber is separated from habitable portions of the station by 5 meters of local seawater, and all interactions with SCP-45 are to be performed via telepresence or robotic means. The bindings that attach SCP-45 to its platform are fitted with quick-release hatches, which are to be released when necessary to prevent a containment breach. Given the seismic activity associated with SCP-45, if the containment chamber is damaged or breached by seismological activity, SCP-45 should be recovered by remotely controlled drone vehicles and kept at least 10 meters from human-inhabited spaces until such time as repairs can be completed to the optimal containment chamber. Description: SCP-45 is an icosahedron comprised of Ice-7. Fuck is Ice-7? Helix?
There's a footnote.
Footnote.
What did you say?
I'm gonna stay.
7?
Yes, Helix.
That's not.
Oh, that's 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. A metastable form of water ice that is typically formed only within a narrow range of very high pressures and temperatures. What? Okay, sure, fuck it. SCP is an icehedron comprised of Ice-12, heavily occluded with planar fractures in a regular complex pattern. SCP-45 has an average radius of 1.7 meters and a density of 2.6 grams per centimeter squared, which is approximately twice that of non-anomalous Ice-12. SCP-45 remains in a stable state at temperatures ranging from 0.074 to 500 Kelvin, approximately negative 273 Celsius to 227 degrees Celsius, and pressures ranging from 0.4 pascals to 3 gigapascals, approximately 3.96 microatmospheres to 29,600 atmospheres. I'm gonna have a stroke. Although it is possible to melt or vaporize SCP-45 at temperatures and pressures outside of these ranges, the H2O involved is attracted to itself by unknown means and will remain within very close proximity until forcibly separated. The water will refreeze as soon as conditions return to a position inside SCP-45's stable range, and any subportions kept separate prior to refreezing will freeze into smaller isohedrons, identical in form and properties to the total amount of SCP-45. Based on available evidence, it is currently believed that SCP-45 is a three-dimensional projection of a hyperisohedron. Helix, if you would, there's a footnote. A regular polyhedron that exists in 4 spatial dimensions and has 600 regular tetrahedral facets.
It's just a regular polyhedron.
It's just ice! It's just mathematical ice! I'm gonna lose it. Where are you possibly going, Helix?
You were just here, right? I was just
Oh,
scrolling
yes,
down
I was.
because,
My
like,
apologies.
before
I wasn't
you
sure
would've been
just
like-
how far it had scrolled.
Yeah.
Research is ongoing to determine how SCP-45 is able to maintain a stable lower dimensional projection and whether this can be adapted for use when interacting with other dimensionally anomalous SCP items. At unpredictable intervals ranging from 2 weeks to 3 months, SCP-45 will spontaneously rotate around multiple axes simultaneously for a period no longer than 73 seconds. During this period, a series of small seismic events, roughly over 2.5 on the Richter scale, will occur in the immediate area of SCP-45. If SCP-45 is better from rotating, the seismic events increase in strength logarithmically to a maximum of 5.3 on the Richter scale. Following the end of the rotation period, the radius of SCP-45's effect will temporarily double for the same amount of time that it rotated. When gaseous nitrogen or argon come within 3.7 meters of any portion of SCP-45, they are replaced by different compounds. N2 is replaced by liquid water at a conversion rate of 1.0 mole N2 to 1.98 mole H2O. And argon is replaced by crystalline. Oh, it's replaced by table salt at a conversion rate of 1 to 4.26. Huh. Weird.
What a bunch of chemistry jargon. Jeez.
This was written by a fucking chemist, major.
Yeah.
Where are
Nitrogen.
Uh,
Okay, cool, great. SCP-45 was discovered in 1972 when a Foundation submarine scouting the Pacific Abyssal Plain for suitable locations for undersea bases was diverted to investigate the epicenter of a series of unexpectedly localized strong tremors. SCP-45 was found lodged in a crevice, which had apparently prevented it from rotating. When removed from the crevice, it was brought towards the vessel for further study, and, upon coming within range of the interior atmosphere, exhibited its anomalous effects. This resulted in a catastrophic breach of internal containment protocols and a loss of 12 crew members prior to SCP-45 being released and the submarine moving out of range. Then, following several years of testing, it was accidentally discovered that SCP-45 also converts hydrogen gas into a random mixture of simple amino acids at a rate of 1 mole nitrogen to 0.04 mole amino acids. However, this conversion only occurs when the gas is diffused in saline water, such as that produced by SCP-45. Analysis of the seafloor surrounding the location where SCP-45 was discovered has revealed a large community of microfauna and microflora that is approximately 3 times as diverse as would be expected given the geography and location. All have biochemistry wherein the amino acids produced by SCP-45 are statistically overabundant as compared to microbiota and from similar geologic regions. Additionally, all thrive when immersed in pure salt water devoid of any other organic materials.
oh my god.
Great.
So it changes.
Fourth
hydrogen.
dimensional fucking polygon.
Yeah, it's a fourth dimensional
That changes
polygon of
matter
ice.
to other. Like, it converts things. Alchemical polyhedron from the fourth dimension that can also, over time, produce life.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic. Who the fuck wrote this, respectfully?
Yeah,
Anyways.
I didn't like that one very much.
I
kind of just zoned out.
It would probably make me a little less mad looking back on it, but reading that was a fucking trip.
Yeah.
This one's a little longer if you wanna. This one looks better.
I got it.
I was gonna say more
okay.
to have it because his last one wasn't that
Yeah,
long.
he can.
He wanted a long.
How long is 47? Are we gonna end at 47 or 48?
47's 48 is super short, so we could do 48. It's like the same as the one.
I was gonna say we save 48 for the start of next time because I don't want to immediately start off with like a big one.
Okay.
Like, I want
we
people
could
to have a moment
consider-
to like get into stream, realize that the next one's a big one, etc., etc. So I'd say we stop
Yeah,
on 47. So you can have this one, Null can have the next one, unless Null really wants the long one.
I don't care.
Alright, then I'll take it. Item number, SCP-46, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. The land surrounding SCP-46 has been purchased and surrounded by multiple layers of security, including fencing, barricades, and lethal effect traps. Multiple signs marking the area as private property are to be prominently displayed. The area is to be heavily guarded at all times to prevent access by civilians to SCP-46. All personnel working around or within a 50-kilometer radius of SCP-46 are to undergo rigorous medical testing to ensure the absence of any potentially life-threatening illnesses. Additionally, increased mental health examinations are to be administered to ensure no personnel inclined or potentially inclined towards self-harm or self-destructive tendencies are allowed within the 50-kilometer radius. Any injured personnel are to be evacuated to a hospital outside of the 50-kilometer zone around SCP-46. All vegetation surrounding SCP-46 is to be destroyed, and all animals attempting to access SCP-46 are to be terminated and destroyed before reaching its outer perimeter. Any personnel showing unusual interest either in SCP-46 or traveling to the region near SCP-46 are to undergo medical examinations as detailed above. Any modification to these containment procedures are to be approved by O5 Command before being added to this containment document. Any personnel attempting to modify this document without appropriate authorization are to be demoted and reassigned. Description: SCP-46. Sorry, it's okay. SCP-46 is a predatory botanical mass located in southwestern Kentucky. Oh, it's just fucking kudzu.
Oh yeah.
SCP-46 is composed of two parts. SCP-46-1 is a large mass of vegetative matter composed of largely of plants indigenous to the region, including... I'm not in reading that, though several offshoots composed of other plant species are also present. SCP-46-2 is the land of the immediate vicinity of SCP-46-1, extending to a roughly circular area 20 meters in radius from its base. This area is SCP-46's primary feeding area. SCP-46 is capable of attracting prey within a 50-kilometer radius through hallucinogenic means. All evacuations of personnel should carry them outside of this radius to disable SCP-46's effect. Animals, including humans, suffering from potentially life-threatening physical injuries or diseases, or who are affected by psychological disorders that induce self-destructive tendencies, feel a powerful compulsion to come to SCP-46-2 and lie in a prostrate position facing SCP-46-1. Individuals lying in such a position are rapidly attacked by an unusually powerful combination of saprophytic organisms and opportunistic infections, including several strains of metaclin-resistant MRSA, known to induce necrotizing cystitis, also known as flesh-eating bacteria, a form of fungal spore similar to black mold, which poisons prey organisms and induces paralysis. Finally, complete consumption by several heretofore unknown species of insect that emerge from the inside of SCP-46-1 during the final stage of feeding. SCP-46 appears to derive nutrition through the complete digestion of affected individuals, particularly larger mammals such as humans. It is unknown whether SCP-46 is capable of growth. As such, all steps are to be taken to ensure that SCP-46 is deprived of prey until more information is known about its abilities. These efforts are to include terminating individuals prior to their arrival at SCP-46 and disposing of their bodies in a separate location. Addendum 46A. Investigation is ongoing into potential mimetic effects brought about by knowledge of SCP-46 due to anomalous effects demonstrated by certain personnel in response to SCP-46. Access to document 46-7 is restricted to level 4 personnel and above. Helix, if you please.
Yep.
Item number SCP-46, object class safe. Okay. Special containment procedures. The land surrounding SCP-46 is to be cordoned off, marked as private property, and surrounded by multiple layers of fencing. The area is to be guarded by no less than 10 guards, though minimal armaments are required. While knowledge of SCP-46's effect is not to be made widely known, personnel afflicted with life-threatening diseases may be permitted to enter SCP-46-2 after psychological screening for self-destructive tendencies. Likewise, D-Class personnel selected for termination may be effectively exposed to SCP-46-2 to facilitate this process. Due to the lack of threat to Foundation security, individuals not employed by the Foundation may be permitted access to SCP-46 through Foundation need. Though Foundation needs for access take first priority. Description: SCP-46 is composed of two parts. SCP-46-1 is a cylindrical area, 5 meters in diameter and 30 meters tall, containing several species of plant matter, including white oak, European hollybush, and Kentucky honeysuckle, though several offshoots composed of other plant species are also present. No anomalous traits have been detected in the molecular composition of the plants. SCP-46-2 is a clearing of grass extending approximately 20 meters around SCP-46-1. SCP-46...
Sorry.
No, that's fine. SCP-46's anomalous effects extend principally to animals, including human, that are threatened by chronic or debilitating illnesses or injuries. SCP-46 is frequently visited by such individuals, humans of this type reporting having felt a compulsion to travel to the SCP-46's location, after reporting that the location came to them in a dream. Excuse me, I need to take a sip of water.
I am not going to get a shot glass of vinegar. I did already drink the vinegar from the French fries I had earlier. So
Christ, man.
that's that. Also, I did do 2 smog balls to compensate for the one you did earlier, Ridge.
Alright, let's see. Psychological evaluations have consistently shown that such individuals were not previously aware of either the Foundation or SCP-46's specific properties. Individuals feeling this compulsion have all reported having been within a 50-kilometer radius of SCP-46 at the time. This is believed to be the outer range of the object's compulsion range. Individuals who come to SCP-46 consistently describe a dream in which they lie down in the vicinity of SCP-46-1 and rest. Immediately upon entering SCP-46-2, individuals suffering from chronic pain or traumatic mental conditions will describe their symptoms as receding, accompanied by a feeling of calmness, relaxation, and euphoria. Individuals lying down in front of SCP-46-1 will begin to be covered by several vines similar to runners of Bermuda grass plants, followed by the apparent sprouting of sea dactylon all over the body. Not gonna try. SCP-46 has no compulsive properties, and its effects will only manifest on individuals willing to experience the effects voluntarily. Individuals exposed to SCP-46 will remain communicative until they are no longer visible beneath the grass growing along their bodies. All individuals exposed to SCP-46's effects describe a feeling of peace and serenity, and a happiness that they were able to die pleasantly. SCP-46 appears to fully decompose individuals exposed to its effects within 2 hours and may or may not use decomposed tissue as a food source. Addendum 46-1. SCP-46 is to be reclassed as Euclid, and primary containment document is to be rewritten to demonstrate SCP-46's predatory nature by order of O5 Command. Any references to voluntary individuals are to be removed. Description to be rewritten to emphasize volatile and lethal nature of SCP-46 and potential threat thereof. Addendum 46-2. There is no evidence whatsoever that SCP-46 is predatory or has any desire to harm any creature unwilling to expose itself to SCP-46's effects. Suggest original containment procedures be reenacted and voluntary access to SCP-46 continued. No individuals are capable of breaching Foundation security once exposed to SCP-46. As such, there is no reason to deny afflicted individuals the opportunity for relief. Likewise, there is no reason to make this entity seem more hostile than it actually is, aside from a desire to portray every object in Foundation custody as dangerous. Some things must be contained simply because they are strange. Dr. Edward Carter, head researcher of SCP-46. Addendum 46-3. Dr. Carter, principal researcher for SCP-46, is to be removed from his position and reassigned to the SCP-1250 project. Addendum 046-1 stands by order of O5 Command.
I'll be
Okay, cool.
honest, when I scrolled down, I was thinking there'd be more.
I thought
There's
there was
not.
a touch more too. My bad.
Yeah.
We should get SCP-42 into this so it can die peacefully.
No, only
probably
was in
would.
the pretty derby.
Yes.
Alright. Cutter.
Wow.
First cutter in a while.
Yeah.
Not really though.
Not really. Alright, whose is this?
Me.
Okay.
Start with number.
Mhm.
No,
Watering up. Yeah.
I see.
Item number SCP-47. Object class Keter. Special containment procedures. SCP-47 is to be contained in a 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter by 1 meter hermetically sealed storage box at all times. This box is to be locked in Storage Locker 47A inside P3 Secure Biohazard Lab 47B. Any entrance to and activity inside 47B will be recorded by biometric scan, closed circuit camera, and redacted. Entry to 47B requires the authorization of the project manager, in addition to at least one O5 level clearance. SCP-47 is to be treated as a priority 4 contagious biohazard in all protocols, including mandatory quarantine if exposed. Suite Q-047 has been provided adjunct to Lab 047B for this purpose. In the event of outside contamination of SCP-47-1, Lockdown Protocol 47-1 Yersinia must be engaged. Description: SCP-47 is a heavily rusted, breached gas cylinder made out of iron redacted alloy. When exposed to open air, the material of the cylinder evaporates slowly, producing a previously undocumented mutagenic gas. This gas has no effects on eukaryotic organisms, for example humans, but profoundly alters prokaryotes. Showing preferences for common human microbiota, the natural microorganisms that live on skin and throughout the body. On rare occasion, these mutations produce a superbug, collectively known as SCP-47-1, a natural commensal with enhanced survivability and therefore opportunistic pathogenicity. The pattern of changes induced by SCP-47 suggests that these highly infectious microbes are at least to some degree selected for. Although these specifics for SCP, oh sorry, no you're good. I'm looking at another screen, so I just forgot. Um, Although the specifics of SCP-47-1 species are dependent on the base bacterium from which it is derived, there are several characteristics which can be generally consistent across all cases of SCP-47-1 mutation. Enhanced survivability of, or 1. Enhanced survivability in the bacterium's natural environment and similar environments. 2. Full spectrum antibiotic resistance. 3. Increased reproduction rate and consumption of available material. 4. Development of a sporulation ability in gram-positive bacteria. 5. Increased ability to uptake, hold, and share plasmids, particularly in gram-negative bacteria. 6. Increased transmission due to traits described above. SCP-47-1 samples are normally debilitating and virulent. However, compared to other Keter class SCPs, it should be noted that SCP-47-1 have a relatively low mortality rate due to their action through mundane biological pathways. Several strains of bacteria that have been selected by SCP-47, or several strains of bacteria have been selected by mutated SCP-47. Mutation of bacteria in culture is possible, but the process appears to be much more effective with bacteria living on a human host. Generally, mutation of natural commensals for experimental purposes is encouraged. After the containment breach of January 30th, 2010, see Incident Report Yersinia 47-1 2010. Mutation of already pathogenic species is banned and all existing samples must be destroyed. 3 particular species of SCP-47-1 mutated bacteria are of note, due to their involvement with the containment breach of blah blah blah. Do we want to read all the It's just short little details.
I'd say yeah.
Okay. Bacteria A is a strain of blah 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 acnes mutated by SCP-47. Pathogenicity: severe skin colonization around sebaceous glands, modification of skin pH to levels that become toxic to skin cells, massive inflammation and immune cell infiltration, eventual breakdown of skin structure leading to sepsis. Transmission: transmitted by skin-to-skin contact, can remain active on inorganic surfaces for up to 5 hours. Lethality: approximately 40% mortality rate. Runs its course in 2 to 6 weeks. Very visible symptoms within 5 to 10 hours, contagious within 2 to 5. Handling: as soon as visible symptoms form, victims must be quarantined. Deceased victims should be incinerated. Streptococcus 47-C is a strain of
Just strep
Streptococcus.
throat.
Yeah, it's maybe Streptococcus. I think it's maybe slightly different. I don't know if that's the exact
I
name
mean, strep throat is
for
just
it.
a general. I don't understand any of these words.
It's a cancer-causing bacteria,
Who knows what this is?
so it's not. I think that's Staphylococcus. Streptococcus.
Who fucking knows?
There's no L, so it's similar. Pathogenicity: causes inflammation of the mouth and esophagus initially, leads to open sores in the mouth, which result in SO47-C entering the bloodstream and becoming septic. Death is usually due to infectious endocarditis. You were right, by the way, it is just strep throat. Transmission: droplet, can remain active indefinitely by sporulation. Lethality: approximately 35% mortality rate. May become a recurring chronic condition if non-lethal. Handling: subjects with any sign of mouth infection should be quarantined. Deceased victims should be incinerated. Clostridium 47-A is a strain of Clostridium difficile mutated by SCP-47. Pathogenicity: unknown. 47 C47-A was developed from tissue culture and has never been exposed to a human. No samples remain in Foundation control. Transmission: unknown, presumably transmitted through fecal contamination, as with C. Difficile due to smaller, more robust spores, may also be aerosol with flatus. Effects of aerosol intake of C47-A cannot be predicted.
Fart.
Lethality: unknown. What'd you say? Sorry.
I just said fart.
Fort.
Fart is flatus.
Oh yeah, aerosolized.
It's contaminated fart.
Yeah, it's contaminated fart or feces.
Caucus.
Caucus.
Lethality: unknown. Presumed to be extremely high risk of destruction of endothelial lining of gastrointestinal tract, leading to inflammation, sepsis, and toxic megacolon. Handling: until further research has been done, victims should be quarantined and placed under 24-hour medical observation to develop functional diagnostics for this strain. Deceased victims should not be incinerated until adequate etiological research has been performed. Recovery Log 47. SCP-47 was recovered from the site blank secure laboratory by a Foundation biohazard recovery team in response to full compromise situation on redacted 1990 redacted. Testing logs indicate that the research team was attempting to contain data expunged in a class redacted SCP stable pressure cylinder, which led to redacted combining with redacted. A full molecular biological analysis of this is available in redacted. The initial release of gas when SCP-47 was structurally compromised was sufficient to cause a microbial bloom of uncontrolled species of SCP-47-1, killing all staff in the lab within redacted hours. Exposed site redacted staff obeyed standard Foundation quarantine/containment protocol, and the infection was contained successfully. It's a little complicated.
Yeah.
So wait, I forget. It's a gas cylinder that
Yeah, that corrupts
decay
and
it
mutates other
decays.
types of
Yeah.
infection.
It decays to the air, and then it corrupts only prokaryotes, so like single-celled organisms.
Yeah.
Common cold goes in, zombie virus comes out or some bullshit. Anyways,
Basically, yeah, it's basically a zombie virus.
Next would be
what do you
48,
think
which
about it?
is really short, but it'll give us something to read before we just jump straight into.
Scroll down, scroll
Look at
down.
that motherfucker.
Why is he covering the? Oh, ooh, ooh,
Ooh, look at the render. Ooh.
ooh.
Look at that sack of shit.
You gotta scroll down. There's the voice acting.
Yeah, you just play this and then.
Alright, yeah, no, we could probably just read those.
We could, yeah.
Yeah. We could definitely read them.
Listen, I like Volgan's readings, don't get me
but
wrong,
we need someone
but
who can speak French.
Reg!
Reg!
You don't have to speak French, just speak some other language fluently, it would be funny.
Just speak German instead. We need you to speak
Mislabel language to French.
It's a Bridget.
Okay, but no, we're cutting this here because 49 is gonna be kind of a fucking ordeal in of itself, or at the very least a big deal.
Yeah.
The King's English.
It's not terribly long.
No,
I'm sure.
well, I'm
it
not
should
sure.
be
Scroll down and
off
see if there's
screen.
any like branching off things, because
There aren't. It doesn't look to be any hyperlinks. Just footnotes.
Please tell me this is just.
Hey, all right, there it is. Oh
What are you at? Are you at
Yeah,
the?
this is just some like we're not doing this right now.
No, not right now,
No,
but I just wanted to
not
see
right
what
now,
it
but
was.
like, yeah, we're not going to be doing that when we get here. Like that, we're just doing the article
Probably
itself,
not.
not all of the tales involving it. Like, we're fine.
Like, part of me wants to,
I want
but
to,
also if I do
like,
that,
but-
then I'd have to go back and read the fucking alchemical bullshit that was tangentially
I
related to the fucking
we
Scarlet
will
King.
do like tales and stuff at some point, but maybe we could do like.
We're sticking mainly to the articles.
We're sticking mainly
which I
to
think
the
is
articles
fine.
for now, but at some point we need like something fresh instead of just, oh, it's another one of these things. We could
Yeah.
switch over and do like an article based off of I don't know, the Red Sea object instead.
Red Sea object might genuinely be like half a stream in and of itself.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot to that one, and they're all part of it specifically.
Oh well.
What
but
number
we'll
is
be
that?
getting to
Oh,
this guy
33.
next time. For now, we are on
Yeah.
40.
Also, I like how the render for him is like very clearly just something someone made in SFM. Not in a bad way, it's just funny compared to all the others, which is a picture of like rusty propane tanks and shit. Or someone with a flesh-eating disease.
Alright, but that'll
No,
be it
the
for today.
SCP-93 isn't that long. Sorry.
I have
Stream
no
down.
idea what Ridge is saying in chat. Maybe I should ban him. Maybe he's a bot.
That looks like German.
First one I think is French, and the
That
other
was
is German.
Or Dutch. I don't know.
We'll revisit this bit for the next
Yeah.
stream, worry not, Ridge.
It's a bit so good you'll get to see it twice.
Oh yeah.
Alright, goodbye stream. Goodbye. Thanks for coming in.
Goodbye, everyone.
Fucking Japanese.
Ridge, you sack of shit.